How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. It is another one of those days, boys, where we got some motherfucking duels to get into. Let's not waste any time. How's it going, everybody? What is going on, everyone? What is up? I don't like that song. Wait, listen to this song. I've been really into this song. It's one of the new ones on the NCS. It has a cool music video too. It's like whole blood aesthetic, which is weird. It sounds weird, but if you watch the video, let me link it so you know what I'm talking about. Here we go. How's everybody going? How's it going, boys? We got us all twisted. Tyler, awesome, chill, SL, Logan. How you boys doing? Matix, my man, Pavel, Zarova, Kitila. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. It is a beautiful fucking day outside, man. It is hot though. It's really hot. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. You know why? Because it makes my job of sitting here in front of my PC that much harder. I don't want to... It makes me want to go outside. It makes me want to go take a shower every 20 minutes or something, man. You know what I mean? To cool off. To freshen up. Fuck! I hate it. I really, really do hate the heat. Alrighty, boys. Logging over on the NA for the... Why was my... Outlaw Rogue? Is that my gear without a transmog? Is that what this is? Imagine if they took out transmogs tomorrow. How would your character look like? I think that's the biggest problem with Blizzard. A lot of the sets that they have, before a mog, some of them are straight up ass ugly, dude. Actually ugly. Alrighty, boys, let's see, who do we have up and running? You're getting to 100k. What's up, ASUS? What? Yes, we are getting there slowly but surely. When we hit 100k, a bunch of people are gonna unsub, so we drop down from 100k, and then eventually we'll cross over the boat. If you can't handle the heat, then stay out of the heat. God damn it, Atha. How you doing, my man? What's up, what you doing, my man? Привет, Batuha. Amazing days is over for Outlaw. We'll see. So, the Outlaw, man. I feel like I should have went in more into detail, because I covered the updates with, like, all the, class changes that are happening. All the class changes. I made a video yesterday about it, right? And I probably should have went deeper on what I think is going to happen with Outlaw. I'll probably do a video like, how bad is this nerf after Tuesday? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to collect a bunch of footage. How's it going, one? I hope you're having a good one, man. Hey, guy. Or at least your spec ain't get a nerf, right? Oh, shit. Let me wave at you. What the fuck? I can't target you. There you go, my guy. What's up, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Alright, we got Matux in a group, and we have a second group up and running over on the NA, boys! Anyone know how Blood DK is on Arena? I don't think we will play a tank in Arena. Tanks in Arena. Omega lull. Picked out a match. We got Matux and Blazer got a group. Hopefully Blazer is not in the same group as Matux. Alright, also, I think Blazer is going to be playing Prod Pally here. I'll have to explain that one. Yeah, it makes some sense, right? Prod Pally, but Dal, PvP and whatnot, right? Is he playing Prod Pally? No, ASMR is a different guy. The Garber coming in his arms. Oh my god. Alrighty, switch. What do we got today? We're gonna start off with Golrath on Team Red as... Whoa, I got a little too close there. Too close and personal. I'm sorry, Golrath. I didn't mean to. We got ourselves Golrath. We got ourselves Gritchen here as a Fury. Matux coming in as a Fury Warrior. We got Twisted Ace going in as a Survival Hunter and Angel. But we also have Team Blue, which is gonna be a little bit weird. We got ASMR playing as Red Paladin, Garber on an Arms Warrior. We got ourselves one Valrip as well, and yes, that is a Prot Pala. So Blazer asked me, hey, could I try Prot Pala once as a tank? Non-healer, full DPS build. And you know what? I thought bold move caught, and hopefully it has a payoff. So we're letting Blazer play Prot for like 1 or 2 games. And this is going to go with first, just so you see if he can get himself a good full game. I want to see how much damage a Prot Pala can do, actually, for these duels. I know they're really tanky, but the damage is what I'm trying to figure out. If this is a no-go, this is a no-go. And he's going up versus Golrath. That is the Demon Hunter. Already going to be going up in the air, dropping a Blazer. That's going to be first bubble for Blazer. It's going to be a secondary bubble with the Guardian protecting him just for him to get enough healing. The Guardian can actually be CC'd. Cannot be interrupted. But if you got a stun or a blind or an incapacitated effect like a gouge or incap by the monks, you can actually get some value because you can CC that thing preventing the bubble. And that's going to be Psychotronic Blast onto Blazer. He's trying to get himself a bit of a heal, get hit with an interrupt by Golrath. Safety trigger coming down for Blazer a little bit early, popping off wings. Is this where the Prot Pala is going to go for some damage? Trying to get the big judgment damages in there, dropping Golrath to about half health, hitting him with a silence on the shield, dropping down the consecration just to stay in there for as much as he can, trying to get himself a little bit of flashlight. Golrath's health is actually not looking super amazing. Gonna get an incap on the Blazer. Used to catch himself a full I-beam. Does have the I-beam. Does Blazer have a Hodge to follow? Does he have any more damage after this? That's going to be Golrath still trying to stay on him. He's going to use a concentrated flame just for the self-heal. Hodge coming down. Does Blazer have any damage to turn this around? Nope, just casting flashlights in his face. The flashlights I feel like are not as good as that of a red, actually. Maybe it's because Blazer has more health than a red. So the flashlight healing is no different, but he just has so much more health, so it's not as much of his health bar. You know what I mean? I'm hoping I'm making sense. Talking about Blazer with an I-beam full Golrath, looking to end this Prot Pala and get the Sank out of here. Blazer going for that Seraphim. Hodge coming down. Does he have the big damage onto Golrath? Looks like he's still going to go for flashlights, playing very defensively, trying to play for the long game. Doesn't look like he has any cooldowns. That's going to be a big fly out for our boy Golrath. Blazer's just going to heal himself while down below. Able to actually, it's popping some sort of a defensive, not even sure what that thing does. Pretty sure it's an increase to block and maybe some holy damage every time he gets a block. Prot Pala, I have no idea what they do. Interrupt onto Golrath I-beam, but Golrath is looking very healthy right now compared to Blazer. Blazer still, I think, holding on to his bubble and maybe a bop. That's going to be a stun coming down. Blazer might just have to bubble this. Looks like he's going to not go for a bubble, trying to maintain his health as much as possible. He's trying to get maybe a slow or some kind of utility against Golrath, trying to get himself a small heal and continue to throw judgments in there. But I think the Prot Pala just doesn't have him enough pressure. Bubble coming down in the last moment, waited until the very end, and Golrath got one more defensive out of Blazer. The last big defensive. Blazer cannot quite catch up on his health. Popping wings to get himself a bit more healing. Might be able to get some damage now. Seraphim coming out. Might be able to get the big setup. Going to be Cyclotronic stop onto Golrath. And Blazer trying to pop off cooldowns. Getting Golrath to about half health before his damage runs out. He still has some damage to him. I just wouldn't really know what a Prot Pala would have. He's actually getting Golrath doing quite a bit of damage whenever wings are up. Outside of wings, he does really nothing. Is going to be stunned onto Blazer right now. Is that enough for him to finish? Golrath is looking to end this duel right now. No bubble available for Blazer. Does he have the second Guardian? Gonna go flying up in the air. It's going to be Flash of Light. That's going to be Golrath trying to pelt him down. That's not enough damage though. Probably should have just stayed with him in melee so he can interrupt him. Hodge onto Golrath. No trinket available. Does Blazer get to recover? Looks like Blazer might be able to get a second bubble. Second bubble is coming down. Golrath could interrupt the Guardian of the Forgotten Queen. But he doesn't go for it. He could CC it with an incap or something. But he's going to wait that stun. Going to be tricking out of Blazer, interrupting the I-beam. Blazer just continued trucking it on. Most of the Blazer's damage, I think, is just reflected damage back as wholly into Golrath. Into another Hodge. He isn't getting those stuns back-to-back consistently. Seraphim coming in for Blazer right now. Trying to walk into his consecration. Trying to walk Golrath into consecration where he takes less damage while standing in consecration. So for Golrath, it's going to be just a passive the Blazer gets, but still taking quite a lot of damage regardless. Gonna get himself a bit of a heal 4 minutes in. Yeah, maybe Prot Paladins don't have... I was hoping they would have enough damage to almost function like a pseudo ret, but it doesn't look like they do, and he's gonna go down. Looks like no more Prot Pallies for us anymore, boys. That's gonna be down. No Prot Pallies anymore. Good attempt, Blazer. We saw Prot Pallies like, you can go back to red or whatever you want to play. Hannah coming down 4-1. Assets engaging with Golrath. Gonna go for the Blade Dance right now. Trying to rebuild his resources. One landing a stun, but it's going to be a trick out of Golrath into a horror effect. Summoning down a massive tyrant. Golrath metamorphosing on top of it to stun it. And it's going to be able to walk out of those Boskage bombers. That tyrant is going to start clapping him ass cheeks right now. Golrath should be very, very careful as the tyrant is getting quite a lot of value. It's going to be Maldic onto Golrath, preventing him in healing, which is actually insane because that's where most of his healing comes from, is while he's in demonic form, going to be in prison onto one as he does clear out that reflect a little bit early. Stun onto Golrath is recovered so much of his health right now at 5 minutes, and Dampener is going to start rolling out, boys. One try to see if he can land a fear onto Golrath is going to get him out. This is where he's going to go for a little bit of a defensive play. Just build up his army, get a bit of a drain of life. Needs to get another stun wombo combo setup onto Golrath. That's going to be a stun onto him with an I-beam onto all of his pets. Actually stun quite a good chunk of his pets. Horror onto Golrath, and one has a bunch of imps. So should be able to do some damage, but Golrath, while in full metamorphosis, meta goes down. Needs to get an I-beam rolling to get meta activated again. Going to be stunned into Golrath. Wall available for one, just so he can get all his damage out. Does one have resources anymore? He doesn't look like he has his infernal, or not infernal, his tyrant quite yet. Hannah go down is all he can do, but he's also super low. He might just go down here. And he does leave at the very last moment. Demon Hunter just put a lot of pressure on him. Who's up next is going to be Garabear as an Arms Warrior. Can this Arms Warrior cleave the Demon Hunter in half? One thing I will notice though, pretty sure Golrath is using a trinket. It's a tank trinket, I think, from Underrot. It's a Spore trinket from Underrot, which has agility on it, but it's actually a really strong healing trinket. So for him to be running that, it's actually nuts. Plus, Demon Hunter's already healed for a lot. You know what I mean? Like all the things they're nerfing in patch 8.2 this Tuesday or Wednesday for EU. They didn't nerf Demon Hunters on heals? You're kidding me, dude. Unless maybe a certain trait. Because they are nerfing like rank 2 traits or rank 3 traits as well for self-heals. Gonna be Golrath getting hit with a Blaze Storm. Garabear's health is not looking anymore. Oh my god, his health just completely dissipated all together without Golrath even burning a Cyclotronic onto him. Cyclone trying to come out, canceling out that Cyclone. At the very last moment, Garabear is still in defensive stance. Going to be a stun off Golrath, and he does get that safety trinket, which gets instantly dispelled. Garabear won't have even that defense to keep him afloat. Getting the I-beam from afar. That's going to be Golrath. Get back in there. That's going to be I4 and Cyclotronic nabs him, and Golrath taking out a second one back to back. That's going to be Valrip up next. Come Valrip line up. A massive big burst out of Golrath. Golrath looking very healthy right now with darkness and rain from above, holding onto a trinket. So the next Hodge, you could bail out of it if he sees wings out of Valrip. Looks like he's not going to do it. Valrip not popping wings, not displaying his big damage quite yet. Maybe he's going to go for the big one-shot. Going to get Shield of Vengeance up and running just so he can keep trucking. Get a hit with a stun, and Golrath is going to recover a little bit of health. Actually, Golrath is just going to go into Demonic. Does he get heals? Is it technically in Demonic when he's in this? Do you have to activate Demonic then fly up to get the leech out of it? Or every time you fly up, is that technically counted as Demon form? It actually might be one of those things where you have to I-beam to get the buff of Demonic. Because flying up in the air doesn't actually transform you into a demon. Gonna be Valrip trying to go with wings, getting hit with an imprison. Golrath doesn't want to get away from him, doesn't want to hit into wings, but he doesn't want to get away from him either. Stun onto Valrip. That's going to be a minute-long wing, so he has full wings if he needs to. Going to be a stun to Golrath. The chicken said immediately save the chicken for Valorant right now. Golrath doesn't have a way to dispel it, but he's just trucking through that safety trinket. Valorant hopefully has a setup here because he's got it running out of cooldowns already. Shield Avenge is down. I think he still is holding onto his racial trinket. And it's going to get interrupted on a heal. That's bubble gone for this Paladin. Has Bob, but Golrath, if he gets lucky, he can just dispel it. You can just yoink it, so Valor might want to get Hand of Freedom Bob, or Bob then Hand of Freedom. I don't know which way you're supposed to do it to cover. Valor actually might be dead right here. Oh my god! Cleaved by a Demon Hunter. ASMR is up next as the other Paladin, but Golrath is destroying these Paladins like they're nothing. Whether they're prop, whether they're red, this man doesn't care. ASMR popping that Shield of Vengeance. Maybe this way he's gonna go for big damage, big wings. Execution set is coming down. Big hit right now to get Golrath low. That's gonna be a Blade Dance of Darkness to stop a lot of ASMR's damage, but it's gone completely. ASMR has wings. Try to see if he can juke a cast. It's going to be Golrath stepping out of that darkness for just a second. And so much healing out of the trinket in just a moment. Give it a sec. Pa! Lots of healing there. ASMR popping that bubble a little bit early. Look at you all in on Golrath right now. And Golrath just used up a massive, ASMR just used a massive defensive that kept him afloat and saved that second Hodge to follow up. ASMR does have a second set of wings. Is this gonna be enough damage? Trying to break through the Demon Hunter. And Golrath is just gonna take away all the buffs from ASMR. Golrath's party is actually gonna go for a mount carousel. Golrath is so close to scoring the kill. Cyclotronic Blast coming down. ASMR does he have an answer for it? Safety trinket coming down. That's not going to be an interrupt for Golrath, but he's going to get hit and interrupt. Bob coming down. Golrath could fly up in the air if he wanted to. He's trying to see if he can belf it. This is going to be enough. Going to be healing versus fell damage. Oh my god, snipes him right from the sky, man. 360. No scope the Paladin. Big old 1v5 set up by Golrath. It should be a 1 because 1 left. But it was so much healing and so much damage. This dude is literally a monster. Oh my god. Oh my god, boys. Woo, that was a good one to start with. Hopefully that got the blood pumping for you, boys. Hopefully you know exactly what you're dealing with. Give me your best performance here, boys. I want to see the best of the best compete. Alright? Give me your best. Give me your best warriors, your champions. Give me. Alright, what are we at? 51? 50, 51. So chat, we gotta catch up to EU. EU is at 60. So we gotta get 10 duels today. Give me your best duels. I can go Prod again. The Demon Hunter's in sheets. Blazer play red? Well, no. Chat, okay, you know what? I actually am gonna ask the chat. Chat. You guys saw Blazer play as protection just now. Just to make sure you guys can see it again. Alright? Real quick. You just saw Blazer play protection Paladin. Now, I'm not against Blazer playing more Prot Pally. But if you missed it, this is what it looked like. Do you want to see more protection Paladin? Yes or no? The chat decides. Because I could make a decision here, an executive, but I'm going to let the chat. What do you guys think? Should we have protection Paladin with double bubble and like all those defensives? And then Seraphim, let me show you his damage. Let me show you the Paladin damage. I think this way he actually goes for damage. So he's got his defenses up and running. Cyclotronic is hitting him. He decided, you know what? I need to go add this Demon Hunter. I need to go big damage. He's going to pop Seraphim, wings. This is the Paladin damage right here. Prop Pally burst. Yes or no? I'm seeing a lot of yes. I have a prod spec on test mine as well. I'm seeing a lot of yes. I'm seeing a couple no's, but mostly yeses. Give him a chance. Nah, no matter protection pally or warrior class and no million duels and BGs. I'm seeing a lot of guys saying yes, so we are gonna let him do one more. A lot of you guys saying yes, let him get another chance. Yeah, we'll do it, chat. We'll do it. So you are allowed. Chat says yes. You are allowed. I'm a warrior group forming trap prot. No. We had prot before. Prot, you don't do enough damage. You don't have any kind of healing. Prot is just a time sink. Как дела? Как настроение? Здорово, сплачешь? Здорово, здорово. Мне нормально. Как дела? What's up, on you, my man? The Demon Hunter was a monster. Brock could probably work well against others. I'd say yeah. Alright, the chat decided that. 3 out of 5. 5. Your place, Gal. Alrighty. We got Blazer, who's ready. We're gonna be Matukes and Nick. Let's get him going in. Doom Lorne, you guys are more than welcome to make groups, by the way. I have mods posting how to make groups in the chat. So if you guys want to pay attention to the chat, have a mod tell ya. Yeah, that's up to y'all. Yeah. Alright, but only one prod at a time. Don't do 2 tanks in a group. So ASMR, you might have like a prod build, but I want 2 prods. I just want 1 at a time. You know what I mean? So we're actually going to replace the Demon Hunter just so the rest of the team, Red, gets a chance to play. On the same groups of 4, you guys can make one or look for one. If somebody knows how to make these groups, if you guys know, like Blazer, Blazer, 1, Valrip, ASMR, if you guys know how to make groups, you guys are more than welcome to. Twisted if you want to make a group. Matuk's already making a group. Anybody else on Team Red can make a group if they want them. You guys are more than welcome to, man. Make groups and I'll kill you guys. But somebody needs to go and make the group. It's so easy to get people together, though. Trust me, it won't take long. So, switch. Okay, that would look weird on OBS. The recording started part. You guys see that? It's like blinking. Anyway, we got ourselves Team Red with Aries playing the Frost Death Knight. We got Gritch. Oh, I was the wrong guy. We got Gritch playing that Fury. We got Matik's back in. We're gonna have Twisted going up first. Angel sitting in the back versus Team Blue. They do have Blazer. Here's a Protection Paladin. But he's gonna go first, I think. Or no, it's gonna be Valrip. It's gonna be Valrip instead. We got Valrip. We got ourselves 1, the Demon Warlock. We got Garber playing their Arms Warrior, ASMR on the red. And I gotta explain Blazer. So he's a prot. He says he can do damage as prot. It is not going to be too cheesy. It's actually going to be entertaining. So the chat will decide in the end how... That mount, the way it works, I feel like you're going to get a whiplash. It's the funniest thing ever. What is this? Why did Blizzard think this? I mean, it's a cool looking mount. Look at the battle standard. Look at those skulls in the back. The alliance-y, like, colors. But when it's walking... Jesus, I feel like you would vomit. You would get motion sick just from riding this thing. Even moving fast, oh my god. Yeah, just rocking back and forth, dude. Snap your neck in half. It's gonna be Twisted getting an opener onto Blazer. Try to get Chakrams as a build. Interesting choice. Just going for full range build right now as survival. Gonna get that aspect of the... What is that? Knocking him up in the air. Gonna be Blazer trying to knock away the competition. Blazer is continuing to kite as best as he can, but he's taking quite a lot of damage from the reflective damage from Blazer. Blazer popping a defensive just to continue trucking along, doing quite a lot of sustain without touching Twisted. That's going to be a trap set up by Twisted, but can't go and do much about it. It's going to be second beast. Joining for Twisted. He's still continuing to run, trying to get away from Blazer, trying to equalize their health. Blazer keeps popping that consecration from time to time. Is going to dip behind the pillar for a second. Got himself a heal, get himself up to full. Going to be a stun onto Twisted. Is Blazer going to go for damage right now? Looks like he's going to go for a sustained damage setup. Dropping down Darkness. Acceleration coming in for Twisted a little bit early. And Blazer is going to dip behind the pillar for just a second. Now, there's a lot of cooldowns for prop pallies that I just don't know. So if I do mess them up or don't know what they are, please, I apologize ahead of time. Cyclotronic Blast coming out to Blazer. He's just going to stand his ground and it's just going to go for a cast of heal for himself. Notice he can't really stop that Cyclotronic from afar. He can't get into melee. That's going to be Seraphim coming out with Wings to Fall. No chicken available for Twisted. Might be able to be some big damage for Blazer. Trying to pop off and Twisted. Big burst came out. Actually got him somewhat low. Let's actually just continue to truck him along. Forcing a turtle out of it. That's what prop pallies are brought here for. To do some damage, boys. That's what we were waiting for. And Twisted trying to go for a but it's not going to happen. It's going to be double judgment out of Blazer. Throwing down them hammers, throwing down the law. Not bad at all, actually. I'm very much surprised. Not bad. And chat, in the end of this, you guys get to decide if prots should be allowed for I feel like tanks are so difficult to balance. We'll allow tanks only from time to time, but not always. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be Matuk's up next. Drinking out of that hodge for Blazer immediately. Blazer's gonna be dropping down the consecration. That's not darkness. But it basically functions like darkness. It's a damage reduction as long as the prod is standing in consecrated ground. Is just healing straight into Majix's face as Majix doesn't have an interrupt available. Resetting his consecration. Majix is popping off with big lucid dream. More like a lucid nightmare into a Blazer. Popping off big damage. Rampaging over the boy. And Blazer gets a kick out of Majix and just continues to flash the light himself. Cool as a cucumber. He has taken quite a lot of damage, but he's just trying to heal through all of it. Majix doing quite a lot of healing for himself as well. Blazer's health is slowly but surely heading downwards. That's going to be a kick. Again, juked out a kick out of Majix. And it's going to go for a bit of flash of lights in there. He's played out almost like a holy paladin here. Just trying to maintain his health as best as possible. Might go for damage here at one point. Majix doesn't have a trinket. Blazer might just have to find a way to take down Majix's health. But with how much healing Fury Warriors do, I don't know. That's going to be a viable option. Looks like Majix actually getting hit with an enrage. That's going to be an enrage. Blazer going to hit him with a stun. That might be enough damage to actually let him cap off. Big setup. It's going to be big wings with Seraphim right now. Majix is going to get a big old charge heal off of that. Try to pop off his big burst as well. More rampage just to follow. Big damage continue to truck out of Blazer onto Majix, dropping down his undulating tides trait. That's going to be a Blazer for Majix. Might have to go. No enrage regeneration for Majix either. Second stun coming out for Blazer right now. Might have maybe enough damage. Majix is getting himself a little bit of a hot rolling right now. And needs to go for them charge heals. Going to be a fear onto Blazer. Charge heal to recover a bunch. And Blazer's is going to have to find a way as a tank to line up some cooldowns onto Majix. Majix is going to have a trinket coming up very, very soon. And he's going to go for that second charge in there. Doesn't play Stormbolt, so he's just going to go for charge heals while he's got it. Blazer just might have to go for maybe like bubble one of his heals. Like when he goes for Enrage Regen, just bubble it so he can't heal through it. Enrage Regen coming out for Majix right now, and Blazer just going to heal into his face. Majix is going to get himself big Lucid. It's going to be incredible amounts of healing during this because of all that latency you get during Lucid. It looks like Majix is kind of getting locked in animation. Defense are coming out for Blazer right now to take on the damage just by a little bit. I think that's what it might have to come down to. Blazer does want to get a kill on Majix. Might have to bubble, because then Majix won't be able to heal while Blazer's bubbled. Like next time Majix goes for a massive re-heal, just bubble it and continue trucking damage. And then stun him and then full burst. Because he has 2 bubbles. Unless he has a bop. Does he even have a bop? Unless he went for another racial. Maybe that's what the second cooldown next to his defensive. Maybe that's that holy bop. It prevents magic damage. That actually might be it. I didn't even think much about it. He hasn't used it here yet because that's all physical damage. But if you're 5 minutes in, 6% dampening, Majix is still tearing it up into Blazer. And Blazer still hanging around at about half health, trying to juke out a kick. For Majix actually gets a juke out a kick. And it's going to go for back-to-back flash alliance. Big cooldown's coming out for Majix. Will Blazer respond? Majix won't have a trinket for a while. Blazer just continued just to tank the damage. Just trying to sustain himself. That's going to be wings coming out. Going to be a fear out of Majix. Bubble for Blazer. Trying to see if he can min-max the damage. And Majix is actually just going to run out of there. Bladestorm to avoid that hodge. Does Blazer hodge him during Bladestorm? Did he have it? Doesn't look like he did. But that's going to be still quite a lot of damage out of Blazer regardless. Majix is going to try to see if he can get himself a heal. It's going to be double bubble for Blazer. Not letting Majix get any kind of healing. Majix could actually maybe stun that Guardian. But I think he's going to go for it. Just going to get a charge heal off of Blazer. And he's back up to full. Almost. Shield of Vengeance. No, not Shield of Vengeance. I'm thinking Paladins here. That's going to be Enrage Regen coming up very, very soon. Blazer is getting a hodge onto Majix. 7 minutes in. I don't really know what we'll be able to do now. Not today, not today. This is painful. You don't want to see this, fam? Yeah, I actually thought he had a good setup versus... I thought he had a really good duel versus Twisted as a survival hunter. You know what I mean? But against Majix, Fury Warriors, and how much healing they do, I feel like it just puts these guys in a standstill. You know what I mean? It just puts them in a standstill. Blazer just trying to see if he can bail out of the pony up. Big lead for Majix. Try not to let Blazer go. Maybe he has a big setup. But Blazer is going to be able to bail out. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll have some days where we can have Palo play. But not always, because I think the duels are gonna... I'm more interested in like how high does dampening to get before one of these guys goes down. I feel like they should say something about Fury Warriors, you know what I mean? All the time people tell me, oh man, Fury Warriors heal way too much. But he's literally... But that's a tank. He's healing as much as a tank. And Prop Pallies is basically a holy paladin. Is it an old prod called duels? That would be... Everybody pops Seraphim one guy. Everybody bubbles that one dude. That'd be insane. This is gonna blow out dampening. Yeah, this definitely is. I mean, it was worth a try. I got excited when he clapped that Survival Hunter, to be honest. And Matix is just like, oh my god. You can see frustration in his eyes, dude. Go through the visor that is the helmet. You can see frustration in this man's eyes. I think he's just waiting for dampening at this point. I think he's just actually waiting for dampening at this point. Because he's not going to score a kill. He's not going to die, but he's not going to score a kill until dampening. Prot class duels? Oh my god. All tank duels, dude. Prot warriors, I could see it. That's gonna be Matux popping in some enraged regen as Blazers try to get a cooldown. Gonna get a knock onto Matux. Actually trying to stay away, not letting Matux get his heal. They actually avoided Matux's enraged regeneration completely by getting the hell out of this. Still has wings for a few moments. Can he go do enough damage right now? Is dampening high enough? We might be able to do it. Gonna be a safety trigger coming out for Matux. He's gonna go for that Lucid right now, trying to get whatever leech he can from the damage output, but his health is going down slowly but surely. Blazer needs to make sure he doesn't get slowed. He actually popping out Hand of Freedom right now, not to get slowed. Gonna be a short charge for Matux. Not as much healing as he would like. That's gonna be Matuk's health. Still on the point of trying to recover. Commanding shot coming out. Blazer's gonna get himself big wings up and running right now. A big bubble up right now. Needs to make sure Matux does not get a charge for him. Gonna be a Hodge down right now. Try to see if he can eliminate him. Finally, 10 minutes and 30% dampening is what we had to wait to until both of these guys have an opportunity. Gonna be a knockback into Matux before he can bloodthirst, actually. So before the warrior can cash in on the charge heal, that's gonna be a knockback by Blazer to eliminate him. Matux is still super low in health. Needs to get a second charge. Gonna get that second charge heal, and Blazer just didn't have anything for it. Next Hodge Blazer has could actually end this duel and finish it up. Matux is trying to see if he can survive. Gonna be a second charge. Doesn't have that heal. And it's gonna go for Bladestorm, trying to avoid that Hodge that Blazer's trying to set up, obviously. But his health is still super low. Might be able to get a second charge. Does he have leap charge? Try not to get slowed. Try to keep running. Might be able to get a charge. Does land the charge. Sneaks it in. But his health is super low. 34% dampening. Making it harder. Walking back into Consecration. Should walk out of Consecration with Blazer. So Blazer can actually take a little bit of damage. It's going to be defensive for Blazer right now. Big leap. Maybe a charge. Does land the charge. Trying to recover an health. Hodge coming down. Does Blazer have enough? Seraphim with wings popping off. Is that going to be enough? Burst right here onto Matux. Does he have enough damage? Trying to make it happen. Trying to take down this warrior. And down he goes. Took us a bit. Whoever's next better rush in right now. Angel, you better just get in there. Cremated Matux. Is it Angel? Looks like it is Angel. Is gonna go for a bow. You might as well just get in there. Don't even give him a moment of respite. Start onto Blazer is gonna racial out of it, and Angel is gonna go for a full metamorphosis right now, popping out big cooldowns. Blazer dropping down the Consecration. Hodge into Angel. They do trinket out of it, and this is an opportunity for Angel to go for some big damage onto Blazer. Does have a bubble as a precaution, so Angel should be aware. It's gonna be again difficult for a lot of these guys to understand what cooldowns does a prop pally have, since nobody really plays against prop pallies in PvP on a regular. If it's a red, you got Bubble or Bob Shield of Vengeance. That's really it. Maybe Eye for an Eye if you talent into it. Blazer is going to walk out of the darkness with the defensive up and running. Angel is going to get a stun focus. Azure Beam onto Blazer. Is not going to be enough. Does get a Hodge onto Angel. Is this where Blazer is going to try to see? Maybe we can get the big one shot onto Angel. His health is super low. Has a bubble if he ever needs to. Just going to keep hiding the Demon Hunter around as best possible. Safety trinket coming out right now. Angel's health not looking that good. Needs to get that second eye to get Demonic up and running. If they want to get any kind of healing. 43% dampening though. Not going to happen. And a Judgment is going to score a win for Blazer at the very end, but look at the dampener, 44%. That's going to be another Fury Warrior, but that's going to be a big runaway for Blazer. Going to get a knockback as Gretchen just doesn't get to catch him on generating his resources to for the big damage. And Blaze is looking to prolong the game just a little bit longer, trying to get a little bit of healing. Might be able to get a trinket out of Gretchen. If he can get a trinket out of Gretchen before Blazer has all the wings and everything, and he can just whittle down Gretchen low enough where he can one-shot him. Gonna be reflect for Gretchen right now. That reflect might actually be insane for him. If he can reflect that Hodge back onto Blazer, that could be huge. Blazer still maintaining the concentration, but he's actually starting to take quite a bit of damage. Popping a defensive a little bit early. I think Ardent Defender going to be a Maldic rolling into Blazer. Popping off wings right now. This is an opportunity for Gritchen to go for a big heal. Hodge coming down. Maybe Blazer could go for a bubble here just to prevent Gritchen from getting any kind of heals. Not what he's going to go for. Blazer's trying to continue on with the damage. Doesn't have the big setup, but he's continuing to track Gritchen down. Reflect coming out for Gritchen right now as Blazer does use his essence. Not even sure what kind of essence he uses as a prod to get the big damage numbers. Staying in consecration. Gritchen actually getting comboed out of there. Not even sure what killed him. And last up is gonna be Ares as a Frost DK, which actually is again another class that's more about self-healing. Frost DK, I guess unholy to some extent, but Frost with how much runic power you generate. Yeah, you can Death Strike spam forever, but it's gonna be Blazer just running away as Ares is taking the globals just to pop off his cooldowns, just to get up his IBF, not IBF, his what is it called? I don't even know if Frost has that close anymore, man. His empowered wound weapon. And what's the other one? I forget. Empowered wound weapon and another big CD. Another big Frost CD. I need to play my Frost a bit more. Gonna be an interrupt out of Ares. Does miss a grip onto Blazer to disrupt him a bit on his cast. As Blazer just continuing to pump damage back into Ares. Ares might want to look out for his health a little bit early. 56% dampening. Not gonna let him heal at all. Stun onto Blazer. He trickles out of it. Has a bubble if he already so have 2 bubbles. Gonna be some cooldowns coming out for Ares. But that's gonna be a Guardian coming down for Blazer. Could interrupt the Guardian. Could stun it. Actually can't interrupt it, but he could stun it. Maybe they're going to be a grip into Blazer. Try to go for a grip, I think, or a stun. Or maybe try to go for a grip, but that Hand of Freedom kept him free. Blazer catching a heal. Ares might as well just mount up and run after the guy, man. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to go for. Hitting him with a Chain of Eyes. There's going to be one more bubble available for Blazer if he needs. So I don't think that other bubble puts the original on DR. I think it has forbearance. Gonna be a dark pack coming out for Ares. Does have an AMS rolling. Blazer's health is getting quite low. Bubbles it at the very last moment. Is gonna go for flashlight. Does Ares have anything? His dark pack actually should be gone and should be able to get some healing out of it. Blazer is gonna pop it off cooldowns with full wings. Just looking to finish off Ares with a couple judges maybe. Or maybe he was trying to use an essence. Not sure what prod pallies do. That was a lot of healing, but then again, that is a tank. With Prop Alley, he does have burst sometimes, but not all the time. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say there. I think we're gonna have protection. We saw what they're like. We'll have them set out for now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yes, if you're coming back after you're like, oh, let me come back, get up a skin up, make me like a sandwich, do taxes because the duel is gonna run forever. Yes, the prop alley did play it to the end, and he did win. He did have a 1v5. No more prods, please. Yeah. I gave the chat a chance. We had a prod in there, and they were like, yes, let him play. So we did let him play, and now you guys are probably gonna be like, no, don't let him play. Don't let him play. We had our fun with the prod. Now let's get back to the regular. Let's not do any healers, no tanks, just DPS specs. One go prod. Thanks for letting me try some games. Yeah, no problem, man. That was fun to watch. All right, let's get Nando in here, and it looks like Doomlord is ready as well. Unless they're in the same team, which I'm hoping not. Looks like it is different teams. Fuck yes. Let me get my dueling mix going. Yes, we're in. Don't tell me it's bugged. Nope, don't want to hear it. Nope. Oh, it wasn't. How'd I know? I was a little delayed though. Let me get my sippa drink. Sip my purple drink. Woo! Alrighty, boys. Let's go. We got a full team set up. I like it. I like it. Switch. Who do we got? We got ourselves Team Red with Golrath coming back in as an indomitable Demon Hunter. We got Nanda coming back as a Base Master Hunter. Let me look at you, beautiful. Oh my god, what a mog. We got ourselves Rebirth playing as, I want to say Unholy Death Knight. But are those two one-handers? Are you Frost DK? Ooh, we got Frosty in here. We got ourselves Twisted going back in as a BM Hunter and Weingart playing the ret. We got ourselves Antax in the corner just crying his soul out. We got Boosol, let's see Blue, Xavier as another Demon Hunter. We got Carkwiller coming back, and I haven't seen this man in a while. And Rowdy, how you doing, my boy? Alright, Carkwiller, gonna be going up first with that Night Elf Shadow Meld. Interesting choice. That's Nando and Camo. Like, Nando should know where Carkwiller is going to be, right? He's like, oh, Night Elf. He's going to be in the same place behind that line of sight, behind the pillar. There's no way he isn't. Unless he's like, wait, am I going against a rogue? He's probably thinking he's going up against a rogue, but Antix is over here. He's just like, hi, I'm hanging. I'm just hanging out, boys. Does throw down the flare. It's going to be Carkwiller getting out of the back. Just going for A. We think Nando's right next to him. But then again, this hunter could be. He could be anywhere. Cam is still running for Nando. Come on, Nando. Let's get a fat opener, dude. Big opener. Big damage. Show us how it is like to play Fury Warrior. As Carkwell is trying to cut across, it's going to be slow coming out. Going to get a shortest leap possible. Just a dainty little leap towards the pillar. Just to stay away from Nando and his pet. Nando's going to pull his pet back immediately. It looks like Nando's pet or something has a dot that puts up on Carkweller. Is that what it is? That's going to be Carkwiller again, trying to cut across towards the other pillar. Nando's just chilling. He's going to try to get a slow into Carkwiller. Try to see if he can combo him. And Kark is going to find himself line of sight. Where Nando kind of wants this guy out in the open. Going to pull his pet back. Carkwiller just might have to go at Nando right now. He doesn't want to go in head to head. He would actually rather pull the pet back. Get some resources and come in whenever it's appropriate for him. It's gotta just make this duel super long. Nando trying to get this guy in the open. Gonna be Carkweller trying to charge in. Trying to see if he can even land a charge. Gonna be Nando cutting back towards the line of sight. Carkweller will have the pet to deal with. Is trying to see if he can get a charge onto Nando. I swapped it around wrong. Stormbolt on Nando, but no charge to follow. Does finally get to engage on top of him with a freezing trap. It's going to be tricking him with a fear onto the pet as well as Nando. Nando disengaging out of it with a slow. Carkweller still held onto the charge. Has that charge. For that disengage, stun onto Carkweller. Nando popping off Sakota's bestial wrath coming out, trying to get himself a setup. Got crows rolling, and that's gonna be Kark leaping way over Nando. Might just go for line of sight. That's gonna be Enrage Regen coming up a little bit early. Gonna use the pet to heal up from as best possible. The second beast joins the fight for Nando. Not really something he can control. As the second beast joins the fight, Carkweller was able to use that beast to get a full heal up. 3 minutes in, almost 3 minutes. 2 minutes 30 minutes. 2 minutes 30 in. And nobody really made a big move yet. Nando's still holding on to some of the bigger cooldowns, it feels like. Oh, is that everything? And Carkwell is gonna go behind the pillar again. Kark, just get in there, man! Carkweller, you're a Fury Warrior guy. Get in there! This guy needs to be running Reflect. I guess Hunters. Because if you can Reflect that trap, that's too invaluable, man. That's too good. It stumps Hunters up so hard. It's gonna be Nando trying to get him, kite him out. Gonna be Carkweller dropping down the Stormbolt on Nando. Nando getting the trinket off into a freezing trap onto Carkweller. But Kark is again next to line of sight. Nando's not gonna do a Cyclotronic Blast coming around the corner. Kark can't really do much about it. Is gonna get a bit of heal from the pet. Try to line of sight Nando as best possible. Nando trying to pull his pet out. And is gonna get his pet a heal. Kark is gonna be out in the open. Does get a charge in. Maybe a potential disengage for Nando. He's gonna get a stun onto Carkweller. Again, he's lined up next to the line of sight. Is he gonna go for it? Oh my goodness. Try to play it out. Kark, I hope you win this one. Because you're playing as safe as humanly possible. Behind the pillar. My friend. Imagine if you play this safely behind the pillar and you still lose to a hunter. I'm hoping this man is going to play to win here, dude. I better see him win. Going to be stunned and charged on the Nando. Going to get a bestial sack coming out. It's going to be fear onto him and his pet. Carkweller is going to trick it out of that freezer trap. And then is going to try to see if he can disengage the hell out away from Carkweller. And Kark is again going to go behind the pillar. But Nando is going to chase after the warrior. Trying to see if he can kite him away from the pillar. Kark does get to get some melee damage on Nando. It's going to be both popping off cooldowns. Going to be charged for Carkweller. A bit of a heal from that charge. And Nando is back to try to kite Carkweller. But he's now attached to Nando by the hip. Bloodthirst coming out. Refreshing that slow. Taking off that slow. Cleaning off that slow. Every time he gets to Bloodthirst. Going to be stun onto Kark right now with a focus Azeroth beam for Nando, trying to blast this boy with a big old Kamehameha. Kark, well, is gonna go for enrage regeneration, and that's gonna be freeze the trap under Nando. Ran right at him to juke past this guy, just trying to wait out his massive defensive for a little bit. Gonna be charged for Kark Weller right after. And then is gonna bail the hell out with a set of crows, just attack and pecking Karkweller at his eyeballs. He's gonna get behind the pillar. 5 minutes in, dampening is gonna start rolling out. So eventually, one of these guys is gonna be going down at one point or another. But Nando is gonna immediately sped back. I think he might even go for a camo. As long as Karkweller doesn't have a pet to attack in the back, he's not gonna get any kind of healing whatsoever. Nando's gonna get a slow into Karkweller, try to see if he can cut him off. He's going to get a Bestial Wrath rolling, trying to set up his pet. Just the thing is for Nando, for him, it's just a little bit too much of like a setup sometimes. You know, you got to get your pet all beefed up, ready to go, frenzied up. Check it out of Nando coming out right now. He's trying to get a stun to Karkweller. Does he have the pet fully ranked up? It's going to be Cyclotronic Blast coming out while Karkweller is stunned. Might be able to get himself some kill commands in there. It's going to be Karkweller popping off the commanding shot with a freezer trap as he engages back with Nando. And then he's going to get himself some distance. Does Karkweller have any more range? Does he have any more gap closers? He's kind of out in the open with a pet attacking him. Trying to hit the pet. Trying to check off the slows. Going to be a few onto the pet. Nando can't really stop him right now. Could maybe get a slow. Trying to see if he can finish him up with whatever damage he's got. And Karkweller is barely at any health. Kill command will take him out. Try to set his pet. Does get a charge heal at the very last second. Stun onto Nando. Nando has no way around this. And Kark is going to be able to land himself a little bit of healing. Does Nando have a freezing trap? He does. Tricky coming out for Karkweller immediately as Nando is going to get himself a little bit of a pet heal. And Kark is going to try to heal behind the pillar with a pet. Ah, my goodness. Yeah, for Nando, I think the biggest problem is Nando just got to get his pet frenzied up, ready to go, beefed up, Bestial Wrath. That or use Cyclotronic as well as these essence to do damage for big burst. Because Beastmaster is really good at sustain once you get rampant. And you can really burst once, again, you get rampant. Might have been a better choice for Nando to actually go for a big damage with a Basilisk. But Karkweller is definitely extending these games. Is really trying to extend these games as long as they possibly can be. 7 minutes in, we just got to go into the high dampening between those two. Like, I feel like Karkweller, if he lined up his cooldowns right with that stun, he could lock down Nando and take him out, like, years ago. But maybe it's just me, man. It's gonna be... Oh, after... What? He opens up on Nando with a stun. As soon as the stun is over, leaps away. He snagged whatever health he could and leapt away. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I've never seen Katrikan do that. I've never seen Katrikan play like this. I've never seen Katrikan play like this. I feel like Kat set a standard for us for Fury Warriors, you know what I mean? Katrikan set us a standard what Fury Warriors should look like when they're dueling. We have nice blue eyes, actually. I never noticed how good they look. Gonna be Karkweller. Gonna go for that Shadow Meld just to see if he can get away from a little bit of CC. Gonna be Azeroth beam coming down onto Karkweller, dropping him down to about half health. Again, his man is gonna go behind the pillar. I think Nando might as well chase after Karkweller. I think that's exactly what he's gonna go for. And he's gonna try to see if he can kite Karkweller out. That's gonna be enrage regeneration for the warrior right now. Does get a charge, massive heal, is back up at full health. Stun onto Nando, has cooldowns rolling. Is gonna go for Lucid to get himself even more rage rolling. Gonna be a trap, but he's gonna have a trigger for it. Nando not really looking at all that health anymore. Gonna get a pet heal rolling, starting to beef up his pet. Second pet joins the fight, and this is where Nando can actually ramp up his pet and maybe get a big setup going. Karkweller is continuing to chase after Nando. Gonna be a small heal for Nando. Got himself a wall up and running. Cyclotronic Blast to follow. Karkweller has no answer for it. Is gonna go for a commanding shout. Nando got to do quite a bit of damage. Needs to re-ramp his pet now. It was to get a big setup. Stormbolt coming out onto Nando. Karkweller gonna get a bit of a rampage in there. That's gonna be a freezing trap mid-rampage just to stop a lot of the damage. Nando with a pet heal. 9 minutes into 25% dampener. And Kark is going to peel back behind the pillar. The shortest leap is going to get back charging at Nando. But that's going to be a stun to follow for our boy Nando. Trying to get Karkweller low. As he's moseying his way over back to the pillar. Where Nando can't really go for kill commands or ramp up the pet. Still is eating the damage from the scrolls. Maybe a Maledict Trinket on this guy would have been a really good choice for Nando. Like a Cyclotronic and a Mali, and just cycle between those two. I think that would have been really good. And Nando's literally fall asleep out in the open. Kark, what are you doing? I don't like this playstyle, man. Oh, feign death for Nando. As he gets hit with a stun, and Kark was actually kind of stumped. Didn't really know where he went, didn't know what to do. Nando's just jumping for joy. Might have a setup right here. Might have a plan. Might have maybe a stun with a blast from a trinket for Kark. As he's going to go for a bit more rampage. And then Nando's beefing up all his pets. Going to be fear onto his main pet. Karkwella is still super low in health. Does get a charge, a bit of a heal. And Nando might be able to get a couple of kick commands onto Karkwella. Trying to go for damage. And Nando finally does take out Karkwella, who leaves immediately. He AFKs this. He rage quits it immediately. Oh my goodness. Kark, I think you just gotta do more damage, man. Less running, more damage, and you would have won that fight. I feel like you lost because you ran. Because eventually dampening is not gonna help you. Next up is gonna be Boom versus Nando. Boom, hopefully not gonna waste any more time. A very mobile class. Does kind of have a similar playstyle to a Fury Warrior, but more with Leech rather than a Bloodthirst, healing him for % damage. Gonna be Nando getting a stun into Boom's soul, playing his hand a little bit early. Gonna be Boom actually just zooming around, getting a full stun onto Nando, and Nando is just gonna try to run the hell out. It's gonna be Rockboy joining the fight, slapping Nando around with a couple spikes. Gonna get a lot of damage value for Boom, as it's kind of just sitting out the open, freeze and trap on the Boom, but Nando is still getting slapped around by the elemental, and Boom trying to break out of that beam. And it looks like there was a bit of a lag between the fall rushes and the beam and the rotation, but Nando is just taking so much damage. The rock bite is still in here. It's been around for so long. Cyclotronic blast of the boom sword. Why is up in the air? Nando's gonna go for a turtle shell. Does he have a setup? It's gonna be actually Nando's pet getting attacked by Boom. He's either gonna kill one or the other, beefing up the pet with a bestial wrath. Does Boom have a setup? No chicken of help for Nando. Boom is kind of low in health. Nando has that advantage for range. Gonna get a wall up and running. Boom is gonna go for a big old metamorphosis with a I-beam. Freeze the trap coming out, but Boom looking to get annihilates in there. Looks like whatever amount of damage Boom had at the end as a bleed was enough. Taking him out that easily. Golrath is up next from Mal. Ganna is going to get interrupted by Boom, and Boom is going to try to see if he can zoom out. Both of these guys got the zoomies against one another. Blade dance for Boom Soul as he's trying to catch up on health. It looks like Golrath is going to be going for that Fell Flame as a trade of choice. Boom Soul's Rockboy is not going to be up for quite a bit. Lots of damage coming out for Golrath. Double stun coming out. Could that be an answer? Boom Soul right now getting it turned around onto the stun with an I-beam to follow. Blade dance right after. Golrath is going to blade dance out of it. Boom Soul going to fly up in the air. So is Golrath. I think it's going to be lights out for our boy Boom. It was kind of just caught out without a paddle. If Golrath didn't have fly up, that would have been it, man. That might have been it. He's going to blade dance right as Rowdy is on top of him. Like as if he knew what was going to happen. Saw there was no Feral in the starting room. And Shroudy was on top of him right now, taking so much damage from Golrath. Cyclotronic blast. This Feral is getting obliterated. The only thing that saved him just now was a Shadow Meld. Caught a quick Shadow Meld at the very end. Going to get a hit with a stun right now. Shroudy getting hit with a stun back to back. That's going to be a trinket wall coming down. He goes down immediately with Xavier getting right in there, trying to continue on the damage, continue on the potential. It's going to be an interrupt onto his I-beam. The stun was really short, and Golrath is going to bail out of it. Impressive as the I-beam comes out, as Xavier is in full metamorphosis right now. He does play the 2-minute meta though, so he's not going to be full meta, but he did extend it with that I-beam. And Xavier needs to get the most value out of that meta. Golrath still has a full meta. The meta does come down. Xavier is going to get quite a value damage. That's going to be Golrath trying to go for RNG. Darkness is keeping him afloat. Darkness RNG is saving this man from free damage. That's going to be Darkness for Xavier right now. Hopefully his Darkness helps him out a ton. Going to get a back-to-back stun onto Golrath with this I-beam to follow. Blade dance coming out for Golrath. Xavier's health is just so low right now. I-beam coming out for Golrath. Gets interrupted on. Xavier's health is very, very meager. And he might just go down right now. And he does go down. That's going to be Golrath. Get himself a Fell Flame to go. Antics is the last man standing. Last boy standing. Or girl, since he's playing a Night Elf female. I gotta say, the Night Elf mounts still look dope. Even the vanilla ones. Like, they're very low polygon, low texture count. But they're still really, really cool. I love that shoulder thing they do. You know what I mean? I really like that. That's gonna be Golrath. Try to see if he can maybe get an A up onto Antics. Does get him from the side with a stun. Gonna be chicken for Antics with a killer shot off the bat. Try to get a setup. It's gonna be Psychotronic Blast on Golrath already. Just freebie damage out of Antics. Does land in prison onto this rogue. Not letting go anywhere. That's gonna be a heal for Antics right now. Just trying to manage the damage here. Doesn't have a trinket anymore, so I might put him up in a bad spot. Golrath's gonna get a massive stun onto Antics with a blade dance. Does he have the eye beam? He does not. Evasion coming out for Antics right now. Antics needs to go in for the killing move right here. Blur coming out for Golrath. And Antics playing very, very defensively. Golrath gonna get himself a little bit of a self-heal rolling right now. But for Antics, this might be difficult, man. This might be really, really difficult setup. Kidney shot coming down onto Golrath. He trickles out of its stun onto Antics with an eye beam to follow. Gonna get himself a Cyclotronic Blast onto Antics. Does he have Cloak? No! Trying to go for a Smoke Bomb at the end. And Golrath does take out how many people even? Oh my god. Golrath with a big old 1v4 after Nando's longest game of his life. And that was also boom. Took out Nando. Jesus, boys. Jesus! Woo! That was something. Alright, boys, get himself a group, man. Matukes, Blazer, Nando, Doomlord, you guys got groups? Hopefully. Golrath is rank 1 Demon Hunter? Is that actually a rank 1 Demon Hunter? Oh shit, dude, this guy fucking plays. What's up, Golrath? Thanks for joining us, my man. Yeah, that's pretty cool. 440 item level? That's a thick item level. Wait, really? 440 right now? Damn, dude. That's huge. I kept everyone, but I got someone new, but I'm gonna go last time. Go last this time? Alright, that sounds good to me. Who got a group up and running? What's the Blazer? What's up, Tompa? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my boy. Any groups on Horde? We got a couple groups up and running. If you guys want to join a group right now for 5v5 1v1 Duels, player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, find a group, type 5, enter, and you should be able to find a Dalaran 5v5 1v1 Duels that somebody is gonna start, like, boom, starting one for Alliance. And there should be one on the Horde. Check out as often as you can, boys. Check it out as often as you can. If you don't see a group, you can actually, as a viewer, start one yourself. It's that easy. Go to start group. Call it something like 5v5 1v1 Duels, Dalaran. Any one of those works. As long as you have the number 5, letter V, number 5 in there. Adding Dalaran helps out a ton, I guess, for people to find. List group in the custom section and wait. Get 4 people in your group to make a 5-man group. Let me know in chat or over Real ID if you have me added that you got a group and I'll queue you. It's that easy. Anybody and everybody can do it. Viewer participation is what we need in order to make these groups up and running. We're in a group right now. Go for it, boys. Go for it. We got Blazer with a group. I don't know if my Tukes have a group up and running. Doomlord might have a group. Nando might still have a group. We'll wait a little bit. Let me get a sip, dude. Let me get a sip of my drink. Owler's getting nerfed in 8.2.5. Nick, that's not actually patch 8.2.5. That's just an not a hotfix, but that's a patch update to patch 8.2. 8.2.5 isn't happening yet. We're not going to see 8.2.5 for a while. That's not when 8.2.5 is coming out. That's just an update to the patch 8.2. I just want to make sure, because a lot of people get this distinction wrong. And just want to make sure nobody gets confused. It confuses people so easily with, like, what patch are we in? When's the next patch? Is it next week? Is it tomorrow? Is it yesterday? No. So patch 8.2.5 not happening for a while. I'll let you guys know in a video when we have a date for patch 8.2.5. But that's just going to be an update on this Tuesday. That's a Tuesday, Wednesday reset. It's just a class change. Because certain classes are doing too well, and some classes are not doing that well. Hashtag buff enhance. I was surprised they didn't have an enhancement shaman buff. I saw the Frost DK buff. I was like, we gotta buff Frost DK, come on. А надо, ну что, здравствуй, ну здорово. Захватывает чат. Русский захватывает чат. Russ is taking over the chat. Русские в чате, русские. В моем чате. Как попасть на нему в пати? На дуэли? Сейчас я делаю это на NA. I think he's asking how to get on duels. DK is getting buffed Unholy, really? I know, right? Unholy. Unholy's already really good for PvP, but they're getting 5% buff, although Blizzard is nerfing their Necrotic Strike and their Abomination damage. So maybe that'll help offset it, but I think it's still going to be overall a buff. What is going to nerf an Outlaw? I'll put up a video on it this morning, Salte, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and check out the video sometime. But the general idea is Blade Flurry is getting nerfed, and a trait that plays around Blade Flurry is getting nerfed, because Outlaw Rogue AoE damage, primarily in Mythic Plus dungeons, is out of this world. But it makes sense. At first I was like kind of sad about it, but then I look at it like the MDI stuff, where people are trying to get like Mythic dungeons done as fast as possible to compete. Competitive Mythic Plus dungeons. And I was like, wow, people are running triple Outlaw because it's just that good. It's insane. We got ourselves Death Strider, we got ourselves Blazer. Alright, let's get these boys up and running. Death Strider and Nick. Here we go, boys. I'm gonna keep Boom here in case he gets a group up and running. Blizzard buff classes in PvE separately from PvP, like Destro, for example. Well, I think they tried that in other expansions and it didn't really work. So I don't really know. They could try it. They could try it. Dalaran. What? Dalaran Gaming? Yeah. В поиске 5 вводишь, а там будет группа. Oh, I think explaining in Russian how to get the groups up and running from 5V5 1v1. Blade Flurry, yep. Blade Flurry is getting nerfed. Well, only DK needs buffing Imo Frost. Yeah, that's Unholy for PvE. Arms for PvE, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's going to be interesting how Frost and Holy and Arms are going to feel for PvP, though. What item level is the minimum? You don't have to have a minimum item level. Just join if you guys want to. Said you were cute when it disappeared. Okay, let me try again. Let me try again. Yo, how do I, Here we go. I have a guilty right now asking me to get on for Mythic Plus dungeons, but boys, if you see him in the chat, let him know we got some motherfucking duels to do, boys. Give us some goddamn duels. And did I save this one? I hope I did. Hold on, let me just save this motherfucker, just to get it out of the way, because I don't remember if I did or didn't. We gotta get 60 of these today, boys. NA, I believe in you. We just gotta get less slow duels. But you know what? We got the perfect arena for this, dude. Switch, we got so many slow duels, but we got the perfect arena for it. The Grand Lordaeron arena. We got ourselves, let's go with Team Blue instead. We got Blazer playing more of that Red Pally. Mining for free rating, man. It's going to be Garabar on that Arms Warrior 1 on a team of Warlock Peachy coming in as a Feral Druid. And we're going to have Valor up in the back versus Team Red with Golrath going up first as the rank 1 Demon Hunter. We got ourselves Rebirth sitting in the back. Twisted, Vanguard, and Zally. That's pretty new. We got ourselves Golrath. How's it over to Peachy? Getting a stun lock on the Peachy. Double stun with Thorns up and running. Is going to go for the Belv. I think he did take away the Thorns ASAP. Walking out onto Peachy with a bash for Golrath. Golrath getting hit with a root. That actually might be the ability that stops this Demon Hunter and distracts us, that root. Peachy's just going to try to see if he can get himself a reset for all the dots. Golrath is continuing to pump big numbers, big damage into Peachy. Peachy popping off massive cooldowns himself right now, actually. Massive Metamorphosis coming out for Golrath right now with a stun onto Peachy. Does he have the big damage? Cyclotronic Blast coming out, actually. Almost one-shot Peachy, but it saved the chicken, saved him with a wall coming out right after. But Golrath is not giving him any kind of leeway. He just continued to truck the pressure into Peachy. Nothing he can do. Short of stun into Golrath. Trying to see if he can bail out of there. Does he have anything? Trying to go for a little bit of a shadow meld, but he got cleared down. That was so much damage, so much pressure. And one is going to be up next as a Demo Warlock. Now his playstyle, it's gonna be difficult versus Golrath. He already faced him, but he needs to get a fat tyrant in there and a big CC chain onto Golrath. If you want for more of a Lucron playstyle with the double stun with the Felguard, I think that might have been the play. Cyclotronic Blast coming out actually does get interrupted on the channel though, but Gorlath is taking a lot of damage from the Tyrant. He's just going to go healing through the damage, isn't he? He's away from the Tyrant, so he's actually not stunning it, but that's going to be an imprison onto 1 right now. Gorlath's health is about at half, and 1 has a pretty sizable army. Used to run out of darkness immediately, has that reflect available. That's going to be a fear into Golrath, actually walking him right out of darkness. Stun into Golrath to follow, but he doesn't have an army set up. You might need to save that stun for a little bit later. Get the army up, then stun and try to burst as much damage. I think stun, Bile Scourge Bombers combo is going to help him get closer and closer to victory. Try to save that until the next massive Tyrant. Continue to go for back-to-back fears, shortest fears in the world, and that's where 1 you're just gonna have to try to take up this damage. Going to go next to his port right now, trying to draw the Bile Scourge Bomber system of Golrath, who's gonna walk out of him, actually making a conscious decision to walk away from them. That's gonna be 1. Walling this up, try to deal with this damage from Golrath. Trinket, 1 minute left on Trinket for Golrath right now, and 1 still might have a chance. It's gonna be stunned to Golrath. Try to get the armor up and running. Is he going to have enough here? And needs to get himself a Tyrant roll, and it's going to be Reflect for 1. Try to see if he can land a Fear. Does land a Fear at the last second with a Drain Life. Has a pretty sizable army to work for. Going to be a full stun on the army for Golrath. Massive heals coming out for this Demon Hunter. That's going to be Bile Scourge Bombers, but they do miss. 1 needs to walk right into Bile Scourge right now. Golrath again, trying to make sure he's maneuvering around. Does get interrupted on his I-beam with a back-to-back hand go downs coming out for 1. Horror effect to follow, maybe a fear right after. 1 is just trying to kind of secure himself a win. Trying to go for the Tyrant right now. Big stun onto Golrath. Does get right on top of 1. Is that going to be enough damage here? Needs to go for massive cleave. He's going to get a lot of AoE damage rolling right now. Big Blade Dance coming out, but he's not on demonic, so he's not getting any leech healing, but he's just taking so little damage with a blur up and running. 1 is going to get a reflect rolling. That is going to be a bell for that reflect with a stun to follow. Golrath is going to get himself full metamorphosis up and running and try to see if he can get a cyclotronic. Going to get feared way out of there. For 1, man, he's just riding out of cooldowns little by little. Does get a stun and a channel. Cyclotronic by himself is going to get interrupted by Golrath into a fear to follow. I don't know what 1 can do in this situation, man. The amount of damage this Demon Hunter does by himself. It's a 1-man army, and 1 literally has an army of demons all around him. There's not a lot he can really do about this. That's going to be a full stun onto 1 with an I-beam to follow by Golrath. 1, try to go for a little bit of a self-heal with a Fell Flame Save Trigger coming out. Does he have the port? He does have the port. Dill has been going for this long. He's not letting this Demon Hunter win this. No trinket available for Golrath though, so if 1 can get a big setup with a Tyrant, he might be able to do something here with that stun. Going to be a Reflect available for 1. Does land a Fear onto Golrath as he cannot interrupt into that Reflect. Second Fear with a bit of Drain of Life. 1 doesn't have a wall, maybe has a Warlock Healthstone sometime soon. Is gonna go, I think, for a self-heal with a flame. I think. I know he got hit by a flame from Golrath. He's actually gonna swap to Succubus Pet instead, just so he can get a little bit of CC pressure and run away from the guy. Succubus CC came in as very clutch. Is going to try to get a Tyrant. Going to get interrupted on the Tyrant, however. Trying to continue running from Golrath. Maybe another hand to go down. Maybe a Tyrant right now might be able to get big damage. Trinkets out of that stun. Trying to get the Tyrant up and running, as that's all he has left right now. Trying to shot a Fury in the end. The Tyrant didn't last long enough, and Golrath has a pre-blur available for Valorant, who's up next. Trying to see if he can actually kind of kite around Golrath. Trying to build up some resources without really touching the guy. And this man, 5 minutes in. So many people slain, dude. And not even like just anybody either. That was Peachy. Peachy is one of the better Pharaohs in these duels. And 1 is a god, but this Golrath, dude, is just so high item level. It is not even funny. Valorant just gonna trick it out of that. Imprison, massive meta coming down onto Valorant as he does bubble this. And Golrath is just gonna fly up in the air, man. This man just get off his stuff. Just try to wait out the bubble. That's gonna be Shield of Vengeance up and running. Try not to break that Shield of Vengeance early. Darkness may be coming down for him. No, just gonna try to see if he can get mobile. Try to see if he can break Valorant's Shield of Vengeance without touching it. Does get to clip it with that I-beam. With a Cyclotronic Blast to follow. Does he have enough to follow up? That was a lot of damage into another Blade Dance. Could get an interrupt into Valorant. And that'll be lights out for this guy. Barely has any cooldowns. Trying to get a heal. I don't know where he got a heal from. Was that a Warlock Healthstone or something? Bob coming in, does get it dispelled immediately. His last bastion of defense doesn't have anything to follow up here, and it's gonna go down immediately. Garber not wasting any time. 6 minutes in. Might actually be better for Garber to wait for Dampener, honestly. Probably should have given him the honor though. Looks like Garber is lagging a little bit. Gonna get an interrupt onto the I-beam immediately, not even giving him a moment. And Golrath is just stealing whatever buffs Garber is getting. Whatever buffs he is getting. Try to get a charge in prison. Does he have Zerka's Rage out of this? I think you can Zerka's Rage out of this, can you not? It's like an in-cap. Maybe use Zerka's Rage for something else, just maybe to get enraged. That's not a mechanic anymore, actually, for arms. Gonna be a stun into Garber, doesn't trinket, or doesn't have a way to trinket out of it. Might have used his human racial early. Still standing in defensive stance. Might eventually have to go offensive. It's going to get the reflect up and running. Golrath is going to save his stun for a little bit later. I feel like Garber might just have to go all out, full offensive into Golrath. That's going to be eye for an eye for Garber right now, and Golrath is just trying to kite him around as best as possible. Garber actually looking to get some line of sight, but that's going to be a stun by Golrath, engaging on top of him, looking to one-shot him, same trigger coming down. Garber going to go for that commanding shot, popping in battle stance. I think he's taking exactly what I said too hard. Is going to get himself a reflect roll. He needs to go for the big setup, big damage, but I think his health might not give him a chance here. Golrath is going to break out of the fear to a bleed, and it's going to follow up right into Blazer. Blazer needs to end him right now, and there's no blur up and running. Darkness could bring Darkness is damage. If it weren't so harsh coming out, does Blazer have the big damage? Big wings coming out. Big executor sentence. Big choppers working. Needs to come out. Golrath actually surviving it. Big damage continuing to pummel out of Blazer. It's going to go for an I-beam. Bubble coming in from Blazer. That's going to be Darkness for Golrath. Massive heals out of his trinket. 7 minutes in. Dampening not high enough. Well, Golrath can just continue healing back to back. And Blazer is trying to do what he can while wings are up and running. Still getting some nasty big holy damage. Golrath is going to fly up. I think he gets a bit of line of sight. Is that line of sight? He's not even line of sighted. Oh my god, this card is the worst. Whoever threw this card over in the arena, it's worst line of sight against the Demon Hunter's Hodge coming down. Golrath has a trinket for it, has blur up and running. Stun into Blazer, does he have the big I-beam? Has the perfect I-beam setup. Wombo combo every time. Cyclotronic blast from afar. Forces Blazers not only shield Avengers, but a safety trinket. Dispels an instant and the Blazer goes down. Golrath is actually insane. This is why this dude is literally rank 1 Demon Hunter. Rank 1. Literally. Holy shit. I like seeing 1v5s, but that's just not fair. What, Demon Hunter? Should we not let that guy in? Here we go. Alrighty, boys. Oh my god. Is getting carried by 455 spores? Does he actually have a 455 spore? Wait, are you serious? That's so strong. That is so strong. Not being rude, ban the Demon Hunter or something. Oh my god, man. Well, I can't ban trinkets. It's healing for like 70k or something. He would die without getting carried by it. Didn't we have... I mean, just not long ago we were doing our duels, right? What's up, Candy? Hi, Kennedy. Candy? What's up? Oh, I like this eyes on... I like this eyes. I think it looks really good. Cool mog, by the way. Hello. Hello. How's it going? I don't know, man. What I'm trying to say is, back in patch 8.1, remember when everybody were running 8.15? Remember when everybody were running with that COS gear? Everybody were running around with busted trinkets or the Trident or whatever. You know what? Blizzard is too good at making certain trinkets or certain items in the game. And if somebody has those, what can I do? What am I supposed to do? Like, ban a trinket? Ban the player? It's all a totem pole. I guess if we can, yo, Golrath, I hope Golrath is watching the stream. Golrath, I'm gonna guess maybe you are, or maybe somebody will tell him, yo, can you maybe go last for a couple duels? Because we know you're fucking clapping people, dude. We can see how good you're a Demon Hunter. Your damage is out of this world, dude. You're also playing it really well. Because the Demon Hunter, you're playing it really, really well. Definitely in the top tier. This is a rank 1. But would it be cool if you went like 4th or last, maybe? You know? Where dampening is kind of high, and then it might be a little bit easier for him and everybody else to do stuff. You give him a 200 gold. Nope. 1,000 gold. I'll take it. You sure? You sure? I'll give you 5 seconds to cancel that. And keep you 1,000 gold. I'm sure. Okay, I'll hit okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'll buy a pet with that or something cool. Just something, because I can remember you, Kande. Actually, let me see what pet I can get in the auction house right now. We got a group, boys. Yo, boom. Give it a second. I gotta buy a pet with that gold. That's 1,000 gold, dude. We're gonna buy a pet to remember Kande, because that thing will be stuck on our account. We'll buy a cool looking pet that I'm actually into, because it'll be something that I can remember Kande for. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. At the boy leads a dog. At the boy leads a dog. I don't know what that is. Jesus, there's so much Russian in the chat. Holy shit. Русские в чате. Здорово, здорово. Я иногда по-русски говорю, но... Как его? Как делаете at me? Если хотите вопросы. What do we got here? I thought I saw something for 1,000. Model DB. Is that a little spider? Is that a little spider? That is so cute. That is actually cute as hell. That's a little spider boy, but he's a little too expensive. I don't want him anyway. That's not the pet that I need. That's not the pet that I want in my collection, although he's so cute. I'm trying to find, like... I probably should have done this price-wise, right? So I'm not going through like 100,000 cost worth of pets. Which you could do like a price range, you know what I mean? Between this and this. So far I haven't seen anything that's in my... anything I want. I could buy anything I want from here. But I'm trying to make sure it fits right with Kande. Trying to imagine what pet would fit Kande. Just so I can treasure it forever. Because if it's bound to account, I can't even run around with it on my main character. I need a perfect pet. Price doesn't matter. I could buy anything. Seriously, there should have been like a price range between this price and this price. Okay, this is gonna take a second too. This is gonna take a second. Chromagus? Nah, you're not a Chromagus. You're not this thing either. Are you a corrupt? You look like a Cinder Puppy, but I'm pretty sure I have one. There's a boar. That's a sex toy. Ooh. Zandalari? Tone Nibbler. Are you a Tone Nibbler? No, it's another sex toy. Why do people put sex toys in the auction house? What is that? Wait, I'm gonna buy you because your eyes and your eyes match. Everbloom Peachick. Got it. I got it. Now I got a mount that actually matches you. I'll think. Oh, my buddy. The eyes is the first thing I saw in you. Now I got it. I got a pet that resembles Kande. It's fucking perfect. Look at that. Look at those things. Alrighty. With everyone who hasn't played, big boys. Alrighty, we got Doom, Boom, and Death Strider 5. Okay, now we're gonna go back to Duels. Let me go back to where I normally stand. I normally stand over there. I normally stand like right out here where these guys are at. Because I like to hang out on my frog mount and get compliments about it. My favorite mount ever. Alrighty, boys. We got the mount to represent Kande. It's perfect. Gonna try a fight? I guess you could if you want to join the group. Still don't care about redo it. Do I gotta redo him? Do I gotta redo him? Redo. I gotta redo. Hard side group, good to go. Alright, next is I'll try to get you boys in. Damn me, I don't really need my guy. I'm Kande. I can give you more gold so you can buy the spider. Nah, don't worry about it, Squeaky. I got the perfect mount, perfect pet, man. Perfect pet. Yo, let me rename this thing. Let me literally rename this thing. Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you. Very kind of you. That's what I do with the Glide Demon Hunt. I got flawless, dude. Yeah, they're nutty. Gotta redo it again? Okay, let's redo it again. Hopefully now it works. Hopefully now it works. Got a queue? Does it bug out though? 10 out of 10 experience with Duel again. You actually learn a lot too, especially if you can record it. You'll learn a lot in terms of cooldowns and management and stuff. Dueling, bug. Okay, let's do it again. Dueling census way back in the day was an experience in itself. I get to see how a sub-rogue plays so clean to the point where it frustrates you. Like, perfect clean, no weird plays, very safe, guarantee damage. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't even have to worry about, am I gonna crit or am I not gonna crit? Back from the store, building another horror group. Hell yeah, my chicks. Okay, it's bugged. I'm gonna do it again. Now it might work. Now it might work. Because I'm out of the group. They're out of group. Dalaran sewers, crawl into my sewer, boys. Crawl into my goddamn... That sounds sexual, actually. Crawl into my sewer. Okay, that's a bad image in my head. We're not gonna... Forget it. Forget what I said. Forget everything I said. Switch. Who do we got? We got ourselves Team Red with Luke Ron. And we got one on the other side. Oh, that's some duel each other. That'll be interesting. We got Rebirth, still hasn't got to play as Frost. We got Twisted hanging out as a BM Hunter. We got ourselves Weingard, still hasn't got to play in Zally so far. Hopefully they'll actually get to play this time. On Team Blue, we got Antics. We got ourselves Boomaster coming back as a Dwarf Iron Dwarf. I wanted to say Dwarf at first, but it's actually Dark Iron, so it sounds like Dwarf Iron Dwarf. Like, what am I, New Yorker? We got ourselves Neil. We got ourselves One and Peachy. Hopefully Peachy has a better matchup than the Demon Hunter that they went up against. Alright, boys, good luck and have fun as per usual. Celtics be out of stealth. Druids be out of forms unless you are dueling, and out of stealth. Warlike Hellstones are okay. Pally buffs, keep them to yourself. Warrior buffs are allowed to be spread out. And that's all we need to cover. It's going to be Antics off the bat versus Lucron. Going to be an Assassination Rogue versus a Demonology Warlock. I think Demonology wins Rogues. I think it beats him. But Antics definitely is like, hey, short man. How's it going, guy? Lucron can't help it, man. He's spike cracked, man. He can't help the way he looks. He can't help it. Dishkom Noga Lokov, he said, me said in Russian, too many locks. No, чуть-чуть много locks, no, как... Что можем поделать об этом? Gonna be tricked out of Lucron off the opener, and Antic's actually gonna go, I think, what looks like a Shadow Meld to get out of the fear, but still gonna hit it with the fear regardless. Good pathing to behind the box. Shadow Step and right on top of Lucron. It's gonna be a second fear, no kill available. So he's actually just gonna have to eat that fear. As he's setting up some damage on Lucron, doing quite a number, but that horror effect is gonna equalize Lucron's health by a little bit. Antic's getting back in there. It's gonna be a stun out of Lucron, trick out of Antic's second stun coming in. That's gonna be tired right now. Antics is gonna cloak and vanish out of that. Burning quite a lot of defensive cooldowns, but it's gonna be random pet is getting set out and it's just spinning around like a Beyblade looking for Antics. But Antics is gonna just chill and AFK. Not gonna want to burst into this. Save to shrink it until the very last second. That's exactly what he was trying to save his shrinker for. I think with Lucron might have been an easier time to maybe get a stun onto Antics, see if he'll shrink that stun. And then go. Lucron does have a second pet available with him for quite a moment. He needs to dismount so the pet can actually do some damage. Gonna be a stun by his original pet, actually, as a cannon shot comes on to Lucron. Trying to see if he can land a fear. Gonna be, I think, almost a kick by Antics. Looks like Lucron was able to juke it. Gonna be a shot, not advantage, but a shot him out this time. So I guess he didn't shot him out the first time. And Lucron is going to send him away with a horror effect and a drain life as Antics is going to get him some concoction rolling. Focus Azure Beam coming down. Lucron is actually just trying to line his side in a little bit with another fear onto Antics, getting more pets up and running. Double-handed ghoul down. That's going to be Shadow Step for Antics right on top of all these pets. Getting shot onto Lucron right now. Trying to Cyclotronic his Lucron. That's going to be a pet stun to stop it halfway through as Lucron is going to get even more pets up and running to Antics with a Maledict to follow, trying to reduce whatever healing Antics would do. But the pets are not going to be able to catch up fast enough. And that's going to be reset by the Rogue. 2 minutes in, that's going to be Antics. Going to go for a couple of resets. Lucron is going to burn the Warlock House and put that thing on cooldown. Just to make sure he has as much health as possible. Doesn't actually pick up the eye. Sometimes it bugs out like that. We got to stand on top of him for a second. And Antics is just going to try to see if he can land another opener again. If Lucron has another setup with a pet, that might be good. Antics trick coming up very, very soon though. Gonna roll it onto Lucron as he's trying to get the opener stun onto Lucron. Trick inside of it, trying to see if he can get a kick. It's actually going to juke out that kick on the fear, and Antics is going to try to drop a smoke bomb. Does land to drop a smoke bomb, but still got feared out. And Lucron cannot get any cast off from here. Slowed completely. Antics does catch it to the re-south. And Antics is going to have a trinket back up, so next time Lucron has big burst, you're just not going to be able to do quite enough damage there. Stab comes in onto the pet as Antics walking up to Lucron. There's going to be a Garrote to open up. Double Garrote. Probably Kidney to follow, and maybe a Fear. Kidney shot coming down. Just going to wait. Lucron is saving that stun for a little bit later onto Antics. Going to get the pets. He needs to get the army up and running all over again. Horror Effect coming down with a hand of Gul'dan. Antics has a Cloak of Shadows vanish and everything. Try to go for a bit of an Azeroth blast just now. But Lucron did throw him down the field, so he actually interrupted himself. And actually just going to go for a bit of a reset. He needs to make sure the pet is staying on. And the pet does use a charge to catch up to Antics, but he can't quite get him out. Maybe should have went for a stun as Antics trying to go for a bit of a reset. It looks like Antics is just going to go for resets all day long. Comes in with a sap on the pet. Garrote onto Lucron. Kidney shot to follow. That's going to be Azeroth Blast. It's going to be Trinket out of Antics. Trinket it a little bit early. So Lucron, if you could wait out for the DR stun, he could actually get a big collapse onto Antics. Antics still holding onto Cloak as well as a vanish. And does get to kick Lucron on. Big damage coming out with a Vendetta. I didn't even notice that Antics was popping out of the massive Vendetta. Big damage onto Lucron until he gets to fear him away. Lucron still taking like quite a bit shot, a bit of that dot damage with bleeds and poisons. Trying to go for a bit of a drain life. Might be able to wait out until Antics is low enough on health. Kidney shot coming down to Lucron as he walls this. That's going to be Cyclotronic Blast. Does get to stun him. Cannot go for a big setup yet onto Antics. Has to go for a lot of long game. Going to be a shot mode for Antics yet again. But because Lucron playing that Demonology, no damage over time is available for Lucron. So he can't really deal with rogues. Because he can't put a dot on them. He could maybe put Doom. But I don't know if it's that worth. I don't know if Doom is good in PvP. I doubt it is. It's like a very, very long dot. I don't even know if it takes like a normal dot too. That's going to be Lucron getting more pets up and running. Kidney shot coming down. Lucron trickets out of it into a horror effect onto Antics. Magic to follow. Is he going to go for a big setup? Trying to get a hand of cooldown rolling. Cloak of Shadows for Antics. That's actually quite a lot of cooldowns already. If Lucron goes for the back-to-back stun wombo combo with a pet, he has a lot of imps up and running right now. He actually could get the big collapse onto Antics. Stun coming down right now. Lucron is going to get that Tyrant up and running. Second stun onto Antics right afterwards. Tyrant is actually getting to blast him back-to-back. Needs to vanish out. Does get to vanish at the last moment. But does he get clipped a little bit in AoE? Does he get clipped in it a little bit? No, he does not. Lucron needs to make sure he picked up the eyes before he goes for that burst. The eyes are not available on one side or the other. Antics going for concoctions. That was the big one-shot that Lucron had. Got him so close. If any of those abilities from all those pets crit, that would have been over. And both of the eyes are actually gone. Oh my god, this is the worst position to be in. And Antics is just going to get himself a full reset. Lucron making sure that the pet is actually pulled away. Going to go for a bit of a Beyblade. Antics does get to focus Azeroth Beam onto Lucron, and the pet stun is going to stop him. Trinkets out of it immediately. Again, letting Lucron set up for another stun wombo combo, but he won't have it for 2 minutes with that second pet. That's going to be Antics actually missing his kick onto Lucron, still going to get hit with a fear. And Lucron is at least going to be able to get his pets up and running. But Antics does get feared into the line of sight. Does break out in the open with a Vendetta right now onto Lucron. Nothing Lucron could really do. No wall available. Antics, I think, might have him in a corner here. Well, really out in the open. That's going to be an interrupt onto Hand of Gul'dan. Not going to be able to get his pets up and running. Evasion coming in for Antics to deal with the pet save chicken coming out for Lucron right now. Unless he has a Warlock House and he has nothing. Trying to get a Tyrant up and running with Antics getting hit with a stun. Antics, I don't think has an answer for this anymore. I think he might be actually out. Does try to go for a shot mode, but the pets do get him out. Smoke bomb coming in. That's going to be Lucron getting him with an instant cast blind onto Lucron, but the pets are still rushing him right now. Shadow step into an ally. Oh my god, what is that shadow step? That shadow step should be illegal. What was that shadow step just now? That's not allowed. Just because they're there doesn't mean you can shadow step to them. Oh my god. 7 minutes in, 40% dampening. These duels today has been some of the longest first duels ever. No one wants to die. Maybe there's a reason why Blizzard is nerfing all of your healing traits. This is why Blizzard is nerfing healing traits, boys. So no one lasts this long. Oh my god. Stun onto Antics right now. Getting the Felguard up and running. Second double stun is going to be Head to go down. Vanish coming in for Antics. Does he get clipped in AoE by the pets though? Doesn't have a dot. Doesn't have a dot. That's one disadvantage that Lucron has here. No damage over time for Antics. But he said sub-rogue shadowy duel to another enemy's legal Dal. I said it when sub-rogues were really, really bad. When sub-rogues were really, really bad. Yeah, shadowy duel when a sub-rogue couldn't really survive, couldn't get any damage out, had to go play for a long game. Yes. With sub-rogues, that's perfectly allowed. That's when the spec is doing poorly. Like an Arms Warrior, let's say an Arms Warrior wins one of these duels in a 5v5 1v1. I would love it for the other person to give that Arms Warrior an honor duel. You don't have to give him an honor duel, but it's an Arms Warrior, right? They're really undertuned. Same thing goes for Enhancement Shamans. Although some of the Enhancement Shamans we've seen in the channel have been insane. That's going to be Azeroth Blast for Antics. Streaking it out is actually going to go for the Azeroth Blast, but it's going to be a horror effect to send him running. Does Antics have anything? Look, wait, Antics has no Trinket, no Cloak, no Vanish. I don't think he has a Shadow Meld either. Lucro might actually be able to get a big setup on him. Vendetta coming out into look right now. He's going to be able to wall his damage in just a moment. Getting that handle go down is going to summon the Tyrant. Antics does go for a bit of... Wait, he actually gets clipped a little bit. He does... Oh, what? He does get hit. The pets are chasing after him. The pets are doing work. He's going to try to see if he can blind one of the pets. That's going to be Lucro going over with instant cast again and again. The pet is over there. Antics is going to go for Warlock Hellstone right now. And Lucro has all the pets on top of Antics. Some of these imps are actually getting a cast offer too. Antics landing the kidney shot with a Cyclotronic onto Lucro, but that's going to be the start to follow. Do these pets do enough damage? Had to go down again for Lucro, trying to get more of an army going. Antics getting hit with a horror effect. Tyrant coming out right now. Does he have an answer? Has Cloak of Shadows is going to run out of that damage. Vanish available in 6 seconds. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jesus, if this was a Destro Warlock or even an Affliction Warlock, I feel like this would have been done with. Affliction does like no damage, but at least the dots would have kept the rogue out. That's very unlucky for Lucron. Very, very unlucky. I feel like at that point you have to play the Crucible of Flame Essence and hope that your basic damage abilities do put a dot on the rogue. And hope that those dots are long enough to take him out of stealth, so your pets can keep chasing. Or you have to wait for the eyes and do your burst while your eyes are up. Like literally, pick up eyes, get your stun lock wombo combo going, so even if he vanishes, you still have eyeballs, you still have eyes. And that's going to be little Antics trying to see if he can juke out a stun out of Lucro. Looks like it's not going to happen, but it's going to be a horror effect to follow. Hand to go down, trying to chase him down. It does actually connect. And Antics is going to go for a reset yet again. 10 minutes in, 34% dampening. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Gonna be a sap until Lucron as he's trying to get... Look, the imps actually see him! The imps actually know where Antics is at. Look at those imps! Look at those imps! They're chasing after him. Did they run back? I think the imps despawned, but the imps were chasing after Antics. They knew where he was at. They sniffed him out. How's that? This lasted longer than my relationship? 11 minutes? Man, you're a trooper. How'd you hang in there that long? It's going to be a road onto Lucron. Kid the shot coming out by Antics. Vendetta coming in. I just trying to pop out big damage. Is this going to be enough right here? Is this going to be enough? Oh god, it's going to be a horror effect into a fear. Antics shrinking the fear immediately. Trying to continue trucking the damage along into a blind on Lucron while he's low on health. The pet is going to go for a bit more Beyblade action. Still chasing after Antics even right now. Antics does get a Cloak of Shadows rolling. Cyclotronic blasting coming. That's going to be a reflect for Lucron. And Antics actually, I think, canceling Cyclotronic in the last second. So he might still have it, or he canceled it after the channel. Hard to tell. Gonna be a stun onto Antics with a hand to go down. Nope, actually not really, because the waterfall came down, knocking him back. Tried to see if he can get a Tyrant up and running. Maybe Drain Left around the corner. Antics back to his Antics. Evasion up and running, and he actually got a full slow on the pets. The only one that isn't slowed is that Dreadstalker keeping the rogue out in combat, but that Dreadstalker just got despawned. That is the worst setup. Lucron does get an instant cast there twice, and the Felguard is making its way over there. Might be able to get a stun onto Antics. Gonna get a Shadow Step. Trinket coming out as Antics tried to get that Azeroth beam rolling. Gonna be gold down. Oh, Demonic Tyrant coming out. Antics doesn't have anything. Is this actually gonna be done for this rogue? Gonna take a while, and finally he does go down. 12 minutes in, 45% dampening. Antics played to the very end, but now we are in such high dampening. Now what can you do? Antics, well played. Very long played, but well played. You tried his hardest to win that one, man. This rogue is too cautious? Exactly! Like, I feel like there's a moment where when you're being too cautious, is because you know you're gonna lose, you know what I mean? Like, some people are being too cautious in the game. I've done it before. But I'm so cautious that I know I'm gonna lose. And I just keep prolonging it, thinking that maybe I can come back because I'm always behind. I feel like you gotta get in, man. You gotta get in, score a kill. You gotta stay in. If you're gonna lose, lose fast. If you're gonna win, win fast. Boomstar get a hit with a horror effect right afterwards. Try to see if you can get a cancel, but no fear coming out onto Lucron's pet right after. Gonna go for Drain Life if you wanted to. Gonna be an Infernal coming down to Lucron as Boomster getting all those cooldowns up and running. Horror Effect coming on to Lucron. Does get a stun with a pet. Could maybe go for a Reflect onto Boom. Boom is gonna get a Reflect of his own. Lucron get a Reflect up and running. It's gonna bounce it back to Boom, but it's not gonna bounce back and forth. Just one bounce. Lucron getting slammed by those Casbolts. Back to back. Another Fear, another Casbolt to fly while he's walled up into a Cataclysm right after. Lucron barely has any health left, but he's still trucking in there. Is going to be able to get a Drain Life off that Infernal, but Boom is going to meet him on the side. Going to send those pets at Boomstar, I think. He did. Try to see if he can get a few other pets. And he does get an interrupt onto Lucron as he's trying to get a cast off. Try to see if he can maybe nail him like that. And it'll go down coming out for Lucron, trying to get the army of imps up and running. Might be able to turn this around. Does have a Tyrant ready. If he can get a good setup onto Boomstar, double stun, wombo combo with a Tyrant, that could be huge. Boom still holding onto his wall if he needs to. It's going to be a Horror Effect early onto Lucron. Lucron still holding onto a trick and stun onto Boomstar. Maybe Lucron might want to go for double stun. This actually get interrupted while Reflect is up. How could the pet? I guess the pet ate his Spell Reflect buff first. That might have been it. I think the pet ate his Spell Reflect first. But Boom is just continuing to truck along. Getting those Chaos Bolts up and running. Lucron going to be big damage. Lucron dropping down severely low. There's still going to be a Fell Guard chasing or a Puppy Dog. Fell Puppy chasing after him. Next up is going to be Rebirth. What? He's just so fast. He's so fast. As a Frost DK. Yoinking Boomstar out is going to go for Blood of the Enemy. And Boom is just going to bail out of there immediately. Rebirth is forced to trinket right now. Trying to get the damage onto Boomstar. Blood of the Enemy maybe a little bit too early. I would have gotten slow into Boomstar. Looks like Boom is just running from this guy. Stun coming down. Rebirth still has cooldowns rolling. Gonna get a little bit more of that frosty damage going. That's going to be Fear onto Rebirth. And Boomstar walled up. Can cast a freely ABF coming out for Rebirth. Pretty sure it's IBF or not Lichborn. But it's going to be a Casbolt straight to his face. Reflective Oval for Boomstar. So you can get this cast out for easily for free. Rebirth popping off that AMS to try to deal with magic damage. That's going to be a port for Boomstar. Does he get yoinked back in? Try not to get yoinked. And Rebirth is just going to have to walk all the way into the enemy team. Going to get hit with a Succubus Seduction immediately. And Boomstar just going to min-max the range to try to get those more Chaos Bolts up and running. Is that going to be massive Infernal coming down? Was that a real Infernal or was that a... oh, he does get a real Infernal, but also double Infernal and a big Chaos Bolts at Rebirth. This is him so Dark Pacted. Can't heal. Try to go for a Dark Transformation. Transfusion in there, but cannot quite do it. That's going to be Vanguard up next. Getting hit with an Immolate off the bat. Try to see if we can just charge a Boomstar. Getting hit with a Horror Effect to follow. 60 minutes in. 67% dampener. You're not going to get any heals, Vanguard. Look at you, man. Look at that healing. You're not getting heals. That Infernal, that Succubus are enough to stop you from getting any kind of heal recovery. You're going to have to bubble and bop and chill the Vengeance at the right time. You might be able to get some recovery. But with a full Immolate, it's going to be tough. Hand of Freedom and Pony up. Actually get into Hodge himself as Boomstar does pop a Reflect onto Vanguard. Puts himself in a bad situation in the free Chaos Bolt. And Boomstar is going to go for the Dark Pack. Massive Chaos Bolts to follow. Vanguard taking a big chunk of damage with a Maledict to follow. Not going to give him any kind of healing. Vanguard won't be able to heal through this all that well. His health is still going down to the dot. Trying to flash a light. But that Maledict preventing all kinds of healing. Shield event is coming up a little bit early with wings. And Boom is just going to bail out of there, get him hit with a Horrid Chicken coming out from Vanguard with a Fear. Does he pass in a bad situation? No, he actually passed in a kind of a right situation, right area. Was that full wings out of Vanguard? I think it was. They still might have minute-long wings later. It's going to be Succubus CC for a second with a Chicken Chaos Ball. Might be a bubble for Vanguard, and it is. Going to get an Executor sentence onto Boomasaur. But then he peels back. He played very defensively. I don't know if that's how he wants to do it. Vanguard, does he have any kind of setup here? If Boomstar looks like he's pushing in, I think he might just go for that. Try to go for that Reflect Hodge onto Vanguard. Reflect coming in right now. Immolate to follow. Rebuke does come out for Vanguard. Does land a Hodge into Boomstar. He trickets out of it immediately with a Fear onto Vanguard. Trying to position himself ahead of time with a massive Chaos Bolt to follow. And Vanguard is just going to hit a couple of those Chaos Bolts back to back. Fear to follow. Maybe enough incinerates his old Boomstar needs. Does get a free Infernal in there with a Cataclysm. Might be enough damage here. Vanguard barely hanging in. And he does drop dead. Boom taking another one out. Twisted is up next. 17 minutes, boys. You're kidding me. You're killing me here, dude. You're killing me. These duels have been going on for so long. It's not even funny, man. How am I going to have to edit this? Because I can't put up the whole thing as a duel. You know I can't do that. Oh, something's in my eye. Like someone's caught on my eyelash. Ugh. Jesus, dude. I can wash my face. What's on my eyelash? Lord. Twisted popping in the defensive. It looks like a little bit early. Gonna get a stun. Rolling on the boomstar. I see pre-walls his damage right now. Twisted needs to get the big damage on the boomstar ASAP when he has it. Has a Dire Hawk circle in area, and Boom is just gonna walk out of it. Interrupt coming in onto Twisted as he's trying to get a cyclotronic rolling. And he's still just trying to get damage into Boom. But that's going to be an Infernal with a Cannonball to follow. Twisted going to go for a heal while he's got it. With a wall up and running. Fear again into Cannonball. That might be the end to him. With a shot of Fear to follow. Doesn't have a Trinket. Cataclysm and down he goes before he can return. Trinket is something a little bit early and paid for it. Zally is up next. Are you playing Destruction? Yes, it is a Dexter Warlock. Not by the Mog, but by the cooldowns. We have ourselves Infernal. That's really what it comes down to. You're seeing where the Infernal is at. And Zally is going to go for what looked like a Belf. Does Belf give you soul shards back? It's going to be Reflect for Zally a little bit early. And Boom is just trying to bail out of there for a second. And Boom is going to go for a banish onto Zally's pet. Maybe he'll have a Reflect available. No, just going to open up with a Horror effect at the very beginning. With a Fear to follow. Chicken coming in for Zally. And that's going to be Boomstar eating a Horror effect but running away. Zally does have full cooldowns up and running. Going to get an Infernal running for Boomstar. Has wall up and everything. Boomstar could maybe go for a Reflect if he needed to reflect some of those scales back at Zally. Going to go and banish Zally's Infernal now. Just trying to survive and trying to play it out. It's going to get hit with an Interrupt actually. Put himself in a bad spot. Boomstar is kind of a little bit behind. He can still turn around though. Zally is just continuing to run after him, just dropping down the massive damage. It's going to be an Infernal coming in for Boomstar now as he's trying to get those full cannonballs into Zally. Does have a Reflect up and running with a Maledict though. Boom might be able to survive this damage. Zally definitely has a health advantage right now. And it's going to go for a bit of a Rain of Fire. Horror effect coming out with a Fear to follow. As Boomstar is just playing for CC. He's going to go for a banish on the pet. Cannonball to follow right now. Does Boom have a Reflect? No, he does not. It's going to be a Horror onto Boomstar. Trick inside of him immediately. Cannonball for Cannonball. Doesn't drop Zally at the end. Second Cannonball. And he does take him out at the end. Oh, wait, Boom went for a 1v5? You're telling me this was one of the longest duels in my life, and it was still a 1v5 by no other than Boomasaur. You gotta give Lucron credit for the amount of healing he did. Because he healed a lot for Antics to go and do as much damage as to do to him. Lucron actually healed for exactly the same amount of damage as Antics damaged him. That was insane. We can do it again. I'll go last, same group. Alright, well... Maybe have Antics go last. How does that sound? Maybe have Antics go last. Boom could go first, but Antics have him go last. Just because I can't handle more Rogues resets, man. I love Rogues, but dude, at one point, got 5 Chamois time. Ooh, let's go. Ready to do another? Let's go Blazer Matux first, then we'll get Boom back in, okay? Let's do that. Let's do that. I want to see that Chamois time. It's Doomhammer time, boys. Boom, keep your group. Tell them, yo, we're chilling. 94% was that really 94% dampening? Is that how high dampening went to the end there? I didn't even realize it. Those teams falling in stealth rogues was funny. That should have been impossible. Okay. Alright, I thought. Alright, I thought. Okay, alright, okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Yeah. That's what you. Okay, alright, okay. Alrighty. Hey Dal, what's up, Marcel? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, dude. Hope you're having a good one. Hey, what's up? What's up, Holy Kodak? Hope you're having a good one, man. Another feeling. Dude, what if those imps could sniff out rogues? Like they would just follow them all the time. Hopefully Team Red gets the 4th. Otherwise, we could maybe redo them. Switch. We got a team with Blazer. Garber still trying out their arms. So let Garber go first, boys. We got ourselves Jose Bernorm, or is it Jose Bernorm? What are you an orc? Are you a Dark Iron? You're a Dark Iron. Okay, we got Kazoo in here. What's up, Kazoo? And we got Valerie back in on Team Alliance. We gotta have ourselves Arias. We got Aseri Twisted. Aseri is hiding inside of Twisted somewhere. We got ourselves Angel, and Minzaru is going to be Matux on his show boy, playing that, I want to say, in Elemental. playing that elemental. That's gonna be, is it Jose or Jose? I'm gonna call him Jose. I'm gonna call him Jose. Ole. This is gonna get the cannons up and running. Gonna be a lasso, but it's gonna go for a succubus CC. Mr. is gonna go for a trinket as the furl comes down, crashing onto him. That's gonna be a cannons and a horde to run him in the other direction. Mr. I don't know if he got his is that his cooldown? That elemental is slapping Jose right now, but he's doing quite a lot of damage, man. Look at this guy. He's doing quite a number. Oh my god, big Earthshock around the corner with an interrupt onto Jose. And that Primal Elemental is trying to get some damage. He's going to go for a little bit of a drain life of that Ellie, but he does dissipate. Or maybe that's a random summon from Minzaru. I'm pretty sure it's a full Ellie. Lasted a little bit long. It's going to be Sky Fury up and running for Minzaru. Could get a lot of crits with his heals. And Jose is looking at him. He's going to go for a Dark Iron Rachel. I think he was trying to go for a bit of damage. Or maybe trying to Dark Iron a CC or something. Okay, well, coming out right now. Does he add him an interrupt? Interrupts the second Chaos Bolt, however. But the first one does make it through. And it does do quite a lot of damage to Minzaru in the back. As he's landing those healing surges back to back. Jose is making his way over. Trying to kind of cut off Minzaru on the other side. That's going to be a ghost wolf. It's going to be very difficult to catch up. Honestly, I might have to go for that succubus CC. But Earth Behind Totem coming down from Minzaru just so he might be able to have a little bit more cutting potential with Jose. He needs to keep healing himself while he's got it. That's going to be Earth Elemental coming out. Gonna trade that horror for the stun. Which is, I guess, not bad. Jose is going to try to get some line of sight. Expect for Minzaru to come out. It's actually just going to take the pet over there. And drain life with the pet. Minzaru should pull the pet back. Stormkeeper coming out for the show boy. Try to get himself a big totems up and running. Get all his totems in the back. That's going to be Casable trying to come out. Did he try to kick? I think he tried to interrupt. It's going to be a succubus CC coming out. Jose going to go for big damage. It's going to go for big setup. It's going to be Casable at the very least. It's going to be a wall for Minzaru right now as he's trying to get himself a little bit of line of sight. Or maybe he's going to go offensive now. Try to see if he can maybe turn it around to Jose. Does have Lightning Lasso. Wants to make sure to be using that on cooldown at least. That's going to be an interrupt onto that fear. Into a stun by the pet to follow. But both of those guys are so close to the same amount of health. For Jose, he still has that pet to drain life off of. Minzaru's heals, though, are very potent. He's going to reset his totems back up. Just in case he needs them. It's going to be Earthshock onto Jose as he does land a horror effect onto Minzaru. Is going to be a succubus CC with a Casbolt loaded up, ready to fire. Jose does get himself a little bit of a dark, not dark pack, but dark soul instability. Close enough though, close enough. But does get himself dark soul instability, but can't really cash in on the damage yet. It's really just a Cassadil of hiding behind line of sight, man. Just a pillow hump a little bit. Stormkeeper, Minzaru's trying to get a setup, man. He's going to get his second elemental going. That's going to be the big Ellie that should let him do big damage. Try to see if he can land a capacitor. Probably not the best choice. She's just going to land a lightning lasso regardless with a meteor onto Jose. Big Earthshock to follow. Doesn't have a way to break out of the pet CC. Could go for a pre-tremor with that pet CC actually. That might be a really good move. Like if you're seeing the pet about to hit him, just drop a tremor so you can continue running, continue doing your thing. Let's get him in front coming out for Jose. Both of these guys got their elementals up and running. Elemental of Flame and Elemental of Fire. Wall coming up for Jose so he can get his cast off. Wall coming out for Minzaru as a massive cannibal did smack him pretty hard. Healing surges are coming out back to back and Jose is trying to make his way over the other side. We gotta make sure that the succubus is landing slows onto Minzaru using that Crucible of Flame just for a self-heal. That's going to be Lightning Lasso trying to turn around. Going to be an interrupt onto fire. But Jose has a full Chaos Bolt set up and ready to go. And it does smack him with a Chaos Bolt just now. If only Minzaru waited for a little bit to interrupt that Chaos Bolt instead of fire damage. Still, it's a lot of deeps, man. Still a lot of damage. How do I close the chat? What do you mean? In game or on stream? Like the Demon Hunter go last? Could do it. Who's next? Is it Angel? Is it Arius? I think it is Arius. Okay, I don't think they had a setup. What kind of mug do you got? What is that? Okay. This is going to be a story. I cannot wait to see how that game does it. It's going to be a chicken out of the succubus to see off the bat. Bold move content as Arius is just going to pop off his full cooldowns. Casbolt to try to get lined up, but he does interrupt. I think not a Casbolt. He interrupted fire damage, which is going to give Jose an opportunity to get a fear into a fat Casbolt. Back-to-back Casbolts are flying. Arius is going to go for that transfusion, try to heal as much as he can. with the fear to send him away. Does go for a grip to disrupt the cast of Jose. Got him slowed up, and that's another fear to come out. Doesn't have anything for it. It's going to be Jose trying to go for Dark Iron Rachel. Does juke out a kick from RS. Does burn a Warlock Hellstone right now. IBF coming out for RS. Does he have enough damage to keep trucking along? Because Jose gets some sort of CC chain onto this death that IBF prevented him from being stunned. Does he have the Horde effect to follow? Does get the Succubus CC for a second. Does he have the Horde to follow? No, he doesn't. He actually interrupted him with a Conflagrate. And Garber is going to be up next. 5 minutes in. 4% dampener. Going to make it harder for this Arms Warrior to fight. Going to go for a bit of a Blaze Storm as RS is disarmed. That's going to be defensive stance for Garber for a little bit longer. AMS coming in for RS, but he just doesn't have any damage that he can absorb with that AMS shield. And Garber just continued to truck at him. He needs to go for big damage. He needs to prevent his stealing as best as possible, especially as soon as he sees that transfusion. Is Garber not playing a stun? I don't think he's playing a stun, but he's going to get a leap away from the DK. Get a charge in. Going to go for a bit of Sharpened Blades. Should be able to stop a lot of his stealing ASAP. He's doing quite a lot of damage. Trucking in quite a lot of damage. Stun coming out onto Garber right now, and RS is going to go for transfusion. Garber has to go for that dive by the sword. It's going to be a dark pack for RS. Just trying to run around circles around Garber, not letting him get the big damage in. Garber is now exposed. Popping back into defensive stance. Needs to get a bit more pressure into RS. Needs to just get a little bit more damage. Does go for a disarm. But I think he just needs to be going for like constant pressure, consistent pressure to get this DK low. He's going to go for a commanding shot. Actually going through a lot of his defensives. I know Arms Warriors are not amazing for duels, but it's still something to manage. Going to be a chicken out of RS, out of that fear. And Garber's health is not looking that good anymore. Safety chicken coming down. And it's actually going to get dropped down even lower, even though the safety chicken was there. I guess actually, you know what? That was commanding shout dropping. That's why it looked like his health dropped. Chicken, and it's going to be snowballed to the face by RS. As it took him out, Valrip is up next. RS needs to recover a lot of heals back. Valrip is lagging quite bad. I think RS is having a hard time trying to figure out where the guy is at. Gonna go for Death Strikes back to back. Garber failed me. Come on, man. You can't be saying Garber failed me. Garber played that as an Arms Warrior, dude. And it's gonna be a big burst out of Valrip at the end there. Big damage out of this guy. You can't be saying, man. You can't be saying that. Come on, dude. Can't be. What's up, boys? What's up, Pro Haze? How you doing, my man? Make Demon Hunter go last. Yeah. Gonna have the Demon Hunter you guys were talking about before. What's next? Twisted? Alright, what's up, man? 8 minutes in. Let's go, boys. Oh my god. You guys love yourselves long duels, don't ya? Alright, fess up. How many of you guys are just trying to go for that good old dampener? I think that's what Twisted is going for. Is he playing Marksman? It's hard to tell what spec he's playing. Might be Marksman for all we know, actually. Because I can't tell. He's not... He is using what looks like a... I don't know if that's a Beastmaster Hunter pet, though. That's the thing. I don't know if it is. He is going to go for a camo. I want to say he's Marksman. He might be. Hard to tell, dude. Won the fucking boss, dude. One is where it's at, dude. One got to play earlier. Is going to go for that Marksman scatter shot with an aim shot opener. Is going to go rolling it right into rapid fire right after. Varp is going to take some of the damage with the rapid fire, but really not a lot. Rapid fire, maybe Twisted doesn't have a rapid fire heavy build. It's going to try to get a concentrated flame in there at Valor back to back. Try to get a slow, but that's going to be Head of Freedom. Knocking him back with a stun coming out. Going to be a trinket for Twisted to follow with a rapid fire chase Valor away. He's just trying to bail out. Quite a range for Twisted with that rapid fire. But without a pet stun, he can't really do anything with Valor. Going to go for a line of sight and get himself a little bit of a reheal into a Reason Trap right after. And Valor might be going for some damage here. Rapid fire coming out as Twisted got himself aspect of True Shot or True Shot Aura. Almost what I call it aspects, because for hunters it's aspects usually. It's going to be wings for Valor, but now Twisted trying to charge out of there, trying to go for more rapid fire. Can he break through a shield? He does break through it. It's going to be blood of the enemy for Valor, but he does get frozen. Short freeze, still big damage onto Twisted. Regardless, massive deeps coming out back to back. Cyclotronic Black for Twisted. Cyclotronic Blast for Twisted. Doesn't get too much damage in there though. Dampener at 10 minutes. The dampener is going to be 31%, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's going to be flashlight back to back, twisted. Camoed up. Oh my god, you guys love your long duels. You guys love long duels. Can't believe it. Rapid fire to follow. It just does no damage for rapid fire. I wonder if you gotta get like some sort of a build for rapid fire in order to have it do more damage. I'm gonna just get my DK for the next one. It's so broken. Your Death Knight, Unholy in particular. Yeah, might as well, Garber. I'd be okay with that, man. If you want to just do some games with Fury Warrior next time too, that'd be awesome. We're gonna pop in and get some Fury games going. That's gonna be big damage for Valorip onto Twisted, popping off that turtle. Try to see if he can survive. Valorip almost got him so close, but Twisted just cannot quite get the setup here. 11 minutes in, and Twisted barely has any health. Is he gonna go for another camo? Is he gonna be able to get another camo? I feel like every time I don't look for a second, like 2 minutes passes, and these guys have all their cooldowns back up. Not watching my friend Jose play. Yo, Jose played pretty good, man. He played pretty good. He played versus Minzero and did pretty well. Almost got a Death Knight down too. Was a sloppy Warlock. Yeah, he had a come flag on the DK, but wasn't the worst, honestly. Could have been worse. That sounds terrible when I say that. He didn't do that bad, man. He didn't do bad at all. I started watching recently. I really want to make a PvP War the Demonology build. Check out Lucron and One. Both of those guys are really good at Warlocks. I think you'll be able to see how they play and get an idea. Gonna be execution that it's available onto Twister right now. Does get a trinket for the Hodge. Gonna be a freezing trap on the Valorip. Chickens out of it. Cyclotronic blast from afar. Does Valorip get a judgment in? That's gonna be a exhilaration for Twisted right now. Does get knocked back with a judgment at Twisted right afterwards. Twisted bailing out with a little bit of a slow rapid fire to follow. Trying to do whatever damage he's got. Oh my god. Now we're 12 minutes in. Scatter shot. Twisted. I don't know, man. I feel like at this point you should just try to all in Valorip. Whatever happens, happens, man. Because so far it feels like you're running and resetting, and I don't know if it's going anywhere, man. Maybe he's waiting for his full setup of cooldowns. Another freeze. Like, it's so close to dead. So close. Valorip, if he gets himself a little bit of mobility, he might just do it. Try to keep the pet in combat. He did judgment the pet, which for some reason keeps Twisted still in combat. And that camo. So much healing, man. Missed a lot of opportunities. Ooh, Jose. Yeah, you live and let live. Live and learn. You tried. It's for fun. It is for fun. It is for fun. But you'll have more duels in the future. It's not that bad. Gonna be slow. Twisted getting hit with a Hodge. No trinket available. Does Valorip finally get to go for the big one shot that he needs? Maybe Templar's Verdict does land it in the end. That's gonna be stunned by Angel right after. Valorip was not expecting that at all. The whole arena is a mess now. Everybody's kind of all over the place, and it looks like it's like we're playing musical chairs, man. As soon as somebody dies, you don't know from which angle an enemy might come up. As Angel was basically able to jump right on top of Valorip in the opener. Just trying to see if he can maybe get in a corner. Does get a stone onto him with that fell rush. That's going to be Shield Avengers to follow for Valorip. Does get a massive blood of the aim and rolling. Trying to see if he can combo into Angel. Does get execution set. It's in the judgment to follow. Angel is going to go for a stun. Does Valorip get himself with that big crit in there? Stun onto Angel. Big damage to almost one-shot him. Valorip barely has any health. It's going to bubble right now. And he is going to go for a bit of line of sight maybe. Or not. Angel might still be able to cap him out there. Maybe. Nope. Does get cleaved up with the Templars, and Aseri is last man standing. Like, that's the longest I've lasted in one of these duels. Twisted, the fact that you lasted long, I feel like it's more exciting when you go for the big damage, man, than lasting forever. Because that was just a lot of resets, my guy. I mean, you did good resetting, like if you're ever in a bad situation, like in World PvP, and you need to go for big resets. And that's good to know, you know, but I don't know, man. I think it would be better if more damage, because running is one thing, but trying to go for a kill is another. You know what I mean? I could have damage to a pally. Yeah, maybe that's just marksman. I feel like more aim shots. You didn't use enough aim shots, I feel like. And Valorip just doesn't even waste any time, dude. That's gonna be maybe a bubble out of Aseri. I think Valorip is just gonna be able to take him out in a second. Sarah just popping up bubble, I guess dampener so high. He's gonna try to go for focus hazard beam, get a hit with a hodge, execute sense for Valor. Does he have blood of the enemy? He does not, but he's still just cleaving right through his Sari. Shield event just pops so easily, and the Sari might just go down. Valor, he just messing with his boy, dude. Come on. Why you gotta do dirty like that, man? What was that? Oh man. Well, the other duels were super exciting. This one, I don't know how I felt about that one, boys. I don't know how I felt about that one. Do we got one more in us, or are we done for the night? Do we got one more in us, or are we done for the evening? You know why? Dude, I feel like I'm running out of energy because these duels are lasting so long. When they're fast-paced and things are happening super quickly. Like, I prefer that. When they're lasting so long. Oh. Boom is ready. I'll make a new group, but I'll let someone else go. Wait, wasn't that Blazer's group with Valorant? Do we have him? Let one play Affliction, he's OP. Okay, Blazer, if you want to go versus one. Or Matukes maybe got a group. Still got a group. I might just put him in a specific arena. If Matukes got a group, we'll keep Matukes versus Boom real quick. And one wants to play Affliction. I'll be okay with that. I'll be okay with that. I'm down. I'll take care of my dude. Alright, Twisted. Thanks for coming, bud. Appreciate you, my man. What's up, Antix? Hey, man. How's it going? I lasted. Well, you should kill him instead, man. You don't just last. You should obliterate the guy. You should one-shot the boy. Doomlord, Nando, y'all guys got a group still? Still working on the chamois? Yeah, I feel ya. I tried. It's okay, my man. It's scary. There. I gave it a gentle pat. Scary short man? Yeah. Height doesn't matter, dude. Lucron got bullied when he was a skull for his height. Look what he does now to all the bullies. He sends demons at them. Lucron just went to like a wrong message board and he made friends with all the cretins of the world. And now he summons them by phone. Those are the demons. The same guys on the message boards. He's goons. It's okay, Antics. You'll have a better luck next time, man. Athaman with a comment. Second one needs to be changed to be made viable for PvP combat. Like maybe changes so that deep wounds and rain heals you with 35% of damage health. That's actually a great idea. What if they did that? If Rand and Deep Wound healed you for 35% of the damage dealt, that'd be awesome. I think some warriors would like that, to have some sort of a self-heal. You know what I mean? They can even call it, like, instead of second wind, it could be like, I don't know, masochist. Call it something cool. Call it something like, where you love putting pain into things. Or maybe, tasteful blood. Tasteful blood. Smellful blood. Like a shark in the water. Ah. The enemies bleeds. Or make a god bleed. Something along those lines, right? I think it'd be cool. You want more? Alright, Matrix, get him in, man. Golrath, bruh. Golrath, what's your real idea, my dude? Are you ready? Golrath 1, 2, 4, 2. Let me try it. What up, Boom? How you doing, man? You need a little jig there. I like it. I like it. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, wait. Blazer's group is ready. We can get Golrath's group if he has actual full group. My entire group doesn't want to fight Golrath. Oh! There's a Demon Hunter! Oh, wait, we can't have Golrath. Well, if we have Golrath go, you can't go first. If we have Golrath go, we have 5. If we take... I'll go last. Okay. He'll go last. Hold on. He will go last. Deal? He'll go last. He'll set himself he'll go last. Golrath says he'll go last. Boom, what do you say? Boom. I think he's asking his group, like, what do you guys think? He's gonna go last. That's a Demon Hunter god, dude. Come on, Golrath. Don't be that good. I mean, fine. Alrighty. Because you guys could actually might have a chance against Golrath. Because it'll be in high dampening. And if anything, you guys will always be able to play the game before Golrath cleans up. I think it's fair. I think it's fair. That's what we do to a lot of dudes that are overpowered. Like Kyle Jr., man. He was fine going last, but because he was an incredible feral dude. He was insane at feral. Alrighty, boys. We got ourselves... Ooh! And I like how there's actually a lot of new names here. Golrath's group is looking really clean, really healthy here. Alrighty, boys. This is going to be the last one. Let's make it a good one. Switch. We got ourselves Team Red with Golrath. Well, that's not Golrath. That's Golrath. Red-haired. Hiding behind the monk. But that's going to be Zenborn. The monk. Oh, it looks actually dope as hell. What is this mug? I want to make a monk now just for that mug. We got ourselves we got Sal, Ratustra. We got ourselves Vexduck and Hatchlove. What an interesting setup. What an interesting band of goons. But that's going to be Golrath's champion team versus Team Blue with Antics, Boomasaur, I'm your dad, kid. What is Affliction and Peachy? Alright, boys, good luck and have fun. One playing that Affliction Warlock. So hopefully it'll work out for him. Who's going to go up first? Who's going to go up last? It looks like it's going to be Zal up first on Team Red, dropping down the totems. Waiting for Peachy. Peachy opening up with that incarnate in the opener. Gonna get knocked away. This is why he went bit behind the line of sight. Wow, that was a stutter. That's why he went behind the line of sight. Trying to get a knock, but that's gonna be a bunch of elementals dropping it for Zal. Got a Guardian of Azeroth. He got a Fire Ellie. All of them slapping Peachy right now, doing lots of damage. It's going to go for a massive Stormkeeper, trying to go for a setup. Peachy does go for a little bit of restyle. Does get a wall rolling. Zalstra is trying to get a big damage. The elementals are chasing at him, so Zalstra's health is doing pretty poorly with all those bleeds. Peachy back there with all those elementals. Trying to see if he can avoid him as best as possible. Going to be a stump with a Primal Ellie with a Cyclotronic Blast on the Peachy. Trying to see if he can get a Skull Bash. He does land the Skull Bash to Zalstruza. He's just trying to go for another light. The last back-to-back stuns. Going to be heavily DR'd. Thorns coming up for Peachy. Trying to deal with that Earth Elemental at the very least. Sky Fury Totem coming down. Does he stop it at all? Grounding Totem as well. That's going to knock Peachy out for a second. Trying to see if he can land a Hex as he's going to try to get out. I like what he was trying to do there. He was trying to see if he can get a Hex. Because Peachy is going to pop out of travel form to eventually heal. So I wonder if he was able to like catch him for a second. That's going to be a massive Urshock onto Peachy. And Peachy's out of all defenses. He actually had to use everything so far for this duel. Zostrasa has a wall coming up very, very soon. That was the shortest stun in the world onto Peachy. Oh, nice Skull Bash for Peachy around the corner. It's going to stop back Zostrasa for a bit. Trying to see if he can land a Hex. Who did that? That's not allowed, boys. Yo, do you guys know what a duel is? Who did that? Okay, we're gonna watch for whoever has... What the fuck, man? Don't do that. It's a 1v1. Was it you? Golrath ones. Concentrated Flame. You did not. You did not. Don't be that guy, man. Don't be that dude. Don't be that guy. Zalstras is still doing pretty bad, even though he got a random heal from one of his team. Not his fault. That's going to be a stun by Peachy. Tried to see if he can get a setup. That's going to be a Hex out of Zol. I guess it was... I don't know why he's trying to Hex Peachy. Wait, maybe he's actually trying to Hex Peachy like he means to Hex Peachy. Maybe that's not some kind of a weird play. But it looks like he's going to be going down to the dots. Grounding Totem coming down. Only if Grounding could do something with those bleeds, man. And down he goes. Even with that heal, not a lot he could do. Ashlove is going to be up next. Is going to get a Shadow Step to Peachy off the bat. Try to get a setup. His sub, right? His sub is going to get a Concoction Roll and popping off a lot of cooldowns. But he's nowhere near him right now. I think he was trying to see if he can Shadow Step past him. Maybe that guy's lagging a little bit. Looks like he might be lagging. Whoa, he's like... It looks like he's a little bit behind. He tries to... But Peachy on his screen is probably a little bit behind where he actually is. But Hashlove is looking to maybe catch a full reset. Does have some bleeds, apparently. Who with Shaman? I have faith in that Shaman now. Zal Stressa or I'm your dad kid. I'm your dad kid, dude. I like his name. I have faith in that dude. Hashlove does land a stab into Peachy. Don't know if you saw him ahead of time. Maybe Peachy has a dot or something. It's going to get that Nightblade opener with a cheap shot as thorns are coming out. I actually decided to stop the damage off the bat. Didn't burn a cooldown or anything. He's going to try to wait with those thorns for a moment. Ashlov just wait, and he's going to go for the Concentrated Flame just to get himself a bit of a self-heal. That's going to be a big bite out of Peachy with a bash to follow. Making sure those bleeds are up and around to Hashlov. Is he going to go for back-to-back stuns? Maybe. Hashlov needs to get him set up. Peachy doesn't have a trinket, and Hashlov is running out in the open way. He's going to get hit with a root, and Peachy is going to throw in a Concentrated Flame at him right now. Burning through his undulating tides. There's not going to be able to get a lot of value damage off that. Peachy getting landed with a sap. I don't know why. Or how. Maybe he was trying to see if he can get himself a bit of reset. Maybe Peachy's lagging really bad. Cheap shot coming out. Hashlov could go for the big setup. He's trying to go for a full one-shot wombo combo. Peachy's taking quite a lot of damage. And it is dropping down to about half health. Hashlov does have evasion. Doesn't want to hit Peachy, really. Really doesn't want to hit Peachy. He's going to wait it out a little bit. But Hashlov still holding on to his trinket. That's one thing he's been holding on to the whole time. Unless he's relentless. As an orc, which I think does not work on stuns. I don't think it stacks for a stun. I think the orc Rachel already prevents stuns, and that's it. And that means you don't have to do it. That's going to be Hashlov getting himself another, what looks like a Concentrated Flame. One to heal, one to damage to Peachy. That's going to go for cooldowns right now. Popping off CDs, Rachel going off, but he's nowhere near Peachy. I do think this guy's lagging a little bit. This is what it looks like. Or he's popping cooldowns and then hoping that he could shot a step after, but then Peachy ends up getting some kind of like a root or CC, or just kind of comes off on the side. Could be a couple brutal slashes for Peachy, getting hit with a kidney shot to follow. Hashlov does burn the concoction and sprints the hell out of there. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a stun onto Hashlov. Again, I think this guy doesn't have a trinket. Step coming down for him right now, though. Peachy does get those thorns. The Hashlov is just not going to hit him. Vanishing off, and Peachy is trying to see if he can find him ahead of time. Shadow Step coming out for Hashlov. I think he is lagging a little bit and does bleed out in the end. Peachy is going to go for regrowth and is going to try to see if he can catch himself a bit of a line of sight. Big Sudik is up next from Azeroth as well. Are all those guys from Azeroth? Well, 3 of them are at least. Hodge coming down to Peachy. Try to see if he can get the big damage going. Bash coming in onto Vixotic. That's going to get us low into Peachy to follow right afterwards. Try to see if he can catch up to the boy. As Peachy is going to get himself a bit of a self-heal and keep on trucking along. Going to go for a reset against the Paladin. Bally does cap him out in the open with a bit of AoE. Shield of Vengeance coming down with a Maledict onto Peachy as he does get a root onto Vex. A Vex might just want to have to go for a Hand of Freedom. Or not. Does use Hand of Freedom. But it looks like a little bit late. Is this guy lagging too? Are we just in a real laggy arena or something? Hello? Golrath has been defeated? Oh yeah, Golrath isn't here either. What the hell? He left? Rest in peace, boys. Rest in peace. What's up, Sashimi? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Peachy getting their opener with a rake. Trying to get a full setup of bleeds. It's going to be a Hodge coming down, but he has thorns. And Vexotic just doesn't want to hit into those thorns. He's going to use Judgment and anything he can. He's going to pop a bubble right now with full wings. Try to see if he can one-shot Peachy. What kind of a setup do you work for, man? This Peachy is going to send him bare form. Hasn't popped a wall or anything. Just been going for heals. Is going to get a stun with that in card onto that laser beam. Vexotic playing the laser. I would have thought he might have been able to Hodge and then go for the big laser. But instead he decided just to try to use it. Probably should have used it while he had bubble then. I'm trying to understand what this Paladin's plan is, but no, bubble put himself exposed. That's still a lot of bleeds available. Peachy is going to trick it out over the big old bite. Does he have a Skull Bash available? He does not have a Skull Bash. Looks like he missed it. Tried to see if he could trinket, maybe Skull Bash Vex and surprise him. Vex might have a bop. Shield of Vengeance is going to give him enough of that health, enough of that regenerating, but cannot get a heal with regenerating. Gonna get a bop, and that's going to be Peachy AFK. And of course, I'm scared of the Feral. Is he? There's going to be a bop coming down for Vex. Peachy does get thorns up and running. Vex is just not going to hit into it. More flash of lights. Peachy does land a root at the guy. His Peachy is going to go for a big old 1v4. Is that what it's going to come down to him? Is he's prepping himself to be? Wings coming in for Vex. Is a 1 minute. Does get to use Wake of Ashes. But it doesn't quite land like he wanted it to. 8 minutes in. I don't know what Vexa can do here. At this point, Peachy just got to get a lineup. Trading for Vexa, try to get a Hodge to Peachy, but out of cooldowns is going to be able to land a Maldic onto Peachy. But Peachy doesn't even have to worry about his own health. He still has Wall if he needs to. That's going to be enough damage to take out the Paladin. Zenborn is up next with an incap, trying to build up some resources. Does get a leg sweep onto Peachy, but while in bear from touch of death to follow though, and Peachy's just going to go for Thorns, try to see if he can use the Thorns to slow down Zenborn. Back into bear from, try to stay mobile. Touch of death does take down, but he has plenty of health, has renewal if he wants to go for renewal, and is trying to see if he can get himself a re-stealth. But Zenborn is not letting him do that at all. Not letting him do that whatsoever. Going to be a stun by Peachy onto Zenborn right afterwards. It's going to bail out of there for a second with a root to follow. Cyclotronic Blast trying to come out for Zenborn is going to be able to blast Peachy quite a bit. Quite a lot of damage to follow. It's going to get images back up and running. Peachy, while in his damage, has plenty of health to deal with this. They're just going to power shift out of those fists. And look at Zenborn's health, man. The Blaze has been rocking him the whole time. Actually, I had to stop and catch himself a bit of a heal. Going to be a stun reopened by Peachy. Can he get a big old bash? No, not going to happen. Going to be checking out if Zenborn does get an incap onto Peachy around the corner. Trying to go for Vivify to save off the damage. Another reopener by Peachy. Trying to make sure the bleeds are up and running. Does get a leg sweep. He's going to trick it. Skull bash and Fist of Fury coming down. Does he have a karma? Might want to just use the karma. Where's that karma? I don't know what happened there. It zoned me out automatically, I think, because I didn't move in the waiting room for several minutes. Accident. I didn't know it was AFK timers in war games. Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, it's okay, man. Go right there. It's alright, my dude. Yeah. Yeah. I wish there weren't in, like, the war games, but it acts like as if it's an arena. Yeah, nothing you can do about it. It's okay, though. Peachy played that super well. Got a big ol' 1v4. Well done, my friend. Should have karma? Yeah, that guy should have probably karma'd. Should have probably hit that karma. You're not used to long duels. Who mean? No, I like for duels to end a little bit quicker. Alright, unless you're talking about the Golrath. Yeah, that could be it. Because Golrath is usually the guy dueling out there. But yeah. Man, this was some of the longest duels on NA this week. Are you kidding me? Alrighty, boys, I'm spent. I'm done. That took if I have a lot of short duels, I feel like I can keep going for a long while. When you have so many long duels like back to back to back that are 20 minutes long, holy shit, it feels like I'm doing a Mythic Plus or something. Sorry, Boom. We're gonna have to call it here. We might do this like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday if you have people on. I'm perfectly fine doing more duels throughout the week. If somebody wants to make a group, man, just gotta start making a group, get people to join in, and we'll do the duels. But damn, dude, these were some of the longest duels this week. Holy shit. Where's Peachy from? I have no idea. Peachy, say hello in the chat. Or Peachy, say something in Discord so somebody can give you a champion role. You've been hanging around a lot. Golrath, if you want to join Discord as well, I want to give you a champion role for that amazing performance of a DH feats. I don't care what people say about your trinket. Maybe you are carried by a trinket. I don't think trinket carried you to 2400 and rank 1 Demon Hunter. I don't think that was all the trinket. There must have been some portion of a player's skill there, yeah? Is this an area? That was an A, boys. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much for joining in. Again, if y'all want to do this throughout the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or if we ever stream Thursday, y'all are more than welcome to just make groups. Man, this part of my mustache just keeps like disconnecting. I keep saying I need to put mustache wax in. I keep forgetting to let it hang natural. But it loses a lot of its formal value. Yes, I did do this to myself, to a mustache, when I'm doing nothing at all. Making sure to curl it so it goes in the right direction. Primarily this side. This side I gotta put a little more effort into. This side, it's a good boy. Natural. This little caterpillar, I gotta help curve it. I gotta help it grow. Those whiskers don't grow by themselves. Thank you boys so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. If y'all want to do more duels in the future, let me know. Make some groups and we will make it happen. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Most of these are gonna be going up as a video on the channel, but I'm gonna take the best of the best of the best of our duels. Thank you all. I'll see you all in the next stream. Peace.